Namaste. As per the Vedic traditions, Samarambham, every course that begins, it is a ashrama begins to remove our suffering, a course begins, a shikshana begins. So before beginning, it's very important, that's called Samarambha. So as per the Vedic lineages, as per the tradition, representing Himalayas, so we follow an half an hour or little more. So stay tuned, and then so we begin our class. Because many of you could be new, should not think it is religious. I will explain later. Namaste. Shamar.
गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पद आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रियवतु। श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। सहना भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
अम्भस्य पारे भुवनस्य मध्ये नाकस्य पृष्ठे महतो महीयान्।
शुक्रेण ज्योतिगुंसि समनुप्रविष्टः प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः।
यस्मिन्निदगुं सञ्च विचैति सर्वं यस्मिन् देवा अधिविश्वे निषेदुः।
तदेव भूतं तदुभव्यमा इदं तदक्षरे परमे व्योमन्।
येनावृतं खञ्च दिवं महीं च येनादित्यस्तपति तेजसा भ्राजसा च।
यमन्तः समुद्रे कवयो वयन्ति यदक्षरे परमे प्रजाः।
यतः प्रसूता जगतः प्रसूतीतो येन जीवान् व्यचसर्ज भूम्या।
यदोषधेभिः पुरुषान् पशुगुश्च विवेश भूतानि चराचराणि।
अतः परं नान्यदणीयसगुं हि परात् परं यन्महतो महान्तम्।
यदेकमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपं विश्वं पुराणं तमसः परस्तात्।
तदेवर्तं तदु सत्यमाहुस्तदेव ब्रह्म परमं कवीनाम्।
इष्टापूर्तं बहुधा जातं जायमानं विश्वं बिभर्ति भुवनस्य नाभिः।
तदेवाग्निस्तद्वायुस्तच्छूर्यस्तदु चन्द्रमाः।
तदेव शुक्रममृतं तद्ब्रह्म तदापः स प्रजापतिः।
सर्वे निमेषा जज्ञिरे विद्युतः पुरुषादधि।
कलामुहूर्ताः काष्ठाश्चाहोरात्राश्च सर्वशः।
अर्धमासा मासा अर्तवः संवत्सरश्च कल्पन्ता।
सावः प्रदुःखे उभे इमे अन्तरिक्षमथो सुवः।
मूर्ध्वन्न तिर्यञ्चन्न मध्ये परिजग्रभत्।
न तस्येषे कश्चन तस्य नाम महद्यशः।
न सन्दृशे तिष्ठति रूपमस्य न चक्षुषा पश्यति कश्चनैनम्।
मृदा मनीषा मनसाभिक्लुप्तो य एवं विदुरमृतासे भवन्ति।
आद्यः सम्भूतो हिरण्यगर्भ इत्यष्टौ।
एष इदेव प्रतिशो न सर्वाः पूर्वो हि जातः स उगर्भे अन्तः।
स विजायमानः स जनिष्यमाणः प्रत्यङ्मुखास्तिष्ठति विश्वतो मुखः।
विश्वतश्चक्षुरुत विश्वतो मुखो विश्वतो हस्त उत विश्वतस्पात्।
बाहुभ्यां नमति सम्पदत्रैर्द्या वा पृथिवी पृथिवी जनयन् देव एकः
वेनस्तत्पश्यन् विश्वा भुवनानि विद्वान् यत्र विश्वं भवत्येकनीलम्
यस्मिन्निदगुंसं च विचैकगुंस ओतः प्रोतश्च विभुः प्रजासु
तद्वोचे अमृतन्नु विद्वान् गन्धर्वो नाम निहितं गुहासु
पदानि हिता गुहासु यस्तद्वेद सवितुः पिता सतो
स नो बन्धुर्जनिता स विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा
यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास्तृतीये धामान्यभ्यैरयन्त
परिद्या वा पृथिवी यन्ति सद्यः परिलोकान् परिदिशः परिसुवः
तस्य तन्तुं विततं विचृत्य तदभवत् प्रजासु
परीत्य लोकान् परीत्य भूतानि परीत्य सर्वाः प्रदिशो दिशश्च
प्रजापतिः प्रथमजार्तस्यात्मनात्मानमभिसम्बभूव
सदसस्पतिमद्भुतं प्रियमिन्द्रस्य काम्यम्
सरिं मेधामयासिषम्
दीप्यस्वजातवेदोपघ्नन्निरृतिं मम
पशोश्च मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिशा
मानो हि गुंसेज्जातवेदो गामश्वं पुरुषं जगदो
अभिहृदग्ध आगहि श्रियामा परिपातया
पुरुषस्य विद्मसहस्राक्षस्य महादेवस्य धीमहि
तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्
तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि
तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्
तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे नक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि
तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्
तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे चक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि
तन्नो नन्दिः प्रचोदयात्
तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महासेनाय धीमहि
तन्नः षण्मुखः प्रचोदयात्
तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे सुवर्णपक्षाय धीमहि
तन्नो गरुडः प्रचोदयात्
वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि
तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात्
नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि
तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्
वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णजगुष्ट्राय धीमहि
तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्
भास्कराय विद्महे महद्युतिकराय धीमहि
तन्नो आदित्यः प्रचोदयात्
वैश्वानराय विद्महे लालीलाय धीमहि
तन्नो अग्निः प्रचोदयात्
कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारि धीमहि
तन्नो दुर्गः प्रचोदयात्
सहस्रपरमा देवी शतमूला शताङ्कुरा
सर्वो हरतु मे पापं दूर्वादुस्वप्ननाशनी
काण्डात् प्ररोहन्ते परुषः परे
देवानो दूर्वे प्रतनु सहस्रेण शतेन च
या शतेन प्रतनोषि सहस्रेण विरोहसि
आस्ते देवीष्टके विधेम हविषा वयम्
अश्वक्रान्ते रथक्रान्ते विष्णुक्रान्ते वसुन्धरा
शिरसा धारयिष्यामि रक्षस्व मां पदे पदे
भूमिर्धेनुर्धरणी लोकधारिणी
उद्धृतासि वराहेण कृष्णेन शतबाहुना
मृत्तिके हन मे पापं यन्मया दुष्कृतं कृतं
मृत्तिके ब्रह्म दत्तासि काश्यपेनाभिमन्त्रिता
मृत्तिके देहि मे पुष्टिं त्वयि सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितं
मृत्तिके प्रतिष्ठिते सर्वं तन्मे निर्णुद मृत्तिके
त्वया हतेन पापेन गच्छामि परमां गतिं
यत इन्द्रभयामहे ततो नो अभयं कृधे
मघवञ्छिदवदन्न ऊतये विद्विषो विमृधो जहि
स्वस्तिदा विशस्पतिर्वृत्रः विमृधो वशी
वृषेन्द्र पुर एतु न स्वस्तिदा अभयङ्करः
स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवा स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः
स्वस्ति नस्तारिक्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु
आपान्तमन्युस्त्रुपलप्रभर्माधु निश्चिमी वाञ्छरुमागुरुजीषी
सोमो विश्वान्यतसावनानि नार्वागिन्द्रं प्रतिमानानि देभुः
ब्रह्मजज्ञानं प्रथमं पुरस्ताद्विषेमतः सुरुचो वेन आवह
समुद्ध्रिया उपमा अस्य विष्ठा सतश्च योनिमसतश्च विवः
योना पृथिविभवान् वृक्षरा निवेशनी
यच्छानः शर्म सप्रथाः
ब्रह्मद्वारान्दुराधर्षान् नित्यपुष्टाङ्करीषिणी
ईश्वरीगुं सर्वभूतानां तामिहो बह्वये श्रियं
श्रीर्मे भजतु
लक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतो
विष्णुमुखा वै देवाश्छन्दोभिरिमान् लोकाननपजय्यमभ्यजयन्
महागुम् इन्द्रो वज्रबाहुः षोडशी शर्म यच्छतो
स्वस्तिनो मघवा करोतु हन्तु पाप्मानं योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टि
सोमानग्गुस्वरणं गृणिः ब्रह्मणस्पते
पक्षीवन्तं य औषिजम्
शरीरं यज्ञशबलं कुसीदं तस्मिन् सीदतु योऽस्मान् अस्मान् द्वेष्टि
शरणं पवित्रं विततं पुराणं येन पूतस्तरति दुष्कृतानि
तेन पवित्रेण शुद्धेन पूता अतिपाप्मानमराजिन्दरेम
सजोषा इन्द्रसगणो मरुद्भिः सोमं पिबवृत्रहञ्छूर विद्वान्
जहि शत्रो गुम्रपमृधोऽनुदस्वाधा भयं गृणिहि विश्वतो नः
आप ओषधयः सन्तु दुर्भित्रास्तस्मै भूया सूर्योऽस्मान् वेष्टियं च वयं विश्मः
आपोहिष्ठामयो भुवस्तान ऊर्जे दधातना
महेरणाय चक्षसे
यो वशिवतमोरसस्तस्य भाजयते हनः
शरीरिव मातरः
तस्मा अरङ्गमामभो यस्य क्षयाय जिन्वथा
आपो जनयथा जनः
हिरण्यशृङ्गं वरुणं प्रपद्ये तीर्थं मे देहि याचितः
यन्मया भुक्तमसाधूनां पापेभ्यश्च प्रतिग्रहः
यन्मे मनसा वाचा कर्मणा वा दुष्कृतं कृतौ
तन्न इन्द्रो वरुणो बृहस्पतिः सविता च पुनन्तु पुनः पुनः
नमोऽग्नये सुमते नम इन्द्राय नमो वरुणाय नमो वारुण्यै नमोऽद्भ्यः
यदां क्रूरं यदमेध्यं यदशान्तं तदपगच्छतात्
अत्याशनाददीपानाद्यच्च उग्रात् परिग्रहादो
तन्नो वरुणो राजा पाणिना आह्यवमरुषतु
सोऽहमपापो विरजो निर्मुक्तो मुक्तकिल्बिषः
नागस्य पृष्ठमारुह्य गच्छेत् ब्रह्म स लोकता
यश्चाप्सु वरुणः स पुनात्वघमर्षणः
मे गङ्गे यमुने सरस्वति शुद्ध्रिस्तोमगुं स च तापरुष्णिया
अशिक्नियामरद्रुधे वितस्तयार्जीगीये शृणुह्या सुषोमया
सत्संज्ञाभिधात्तपसोऽध्यजायत
रात्रिरजाय ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः
रादर्णवादधिसंवत्सरो अजायत
रात्राणि विदधद्विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी
सूर्या चन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयतो
दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमथो सुवः
पृथिव्यागोरजस्वमान्तरिक्षे विरोदसी
इमागुस्तधापो वरुणः पुनात्वघमर्षणः
पुनन्तु वसवः पुनातु वरुणः पुनात्वघमर्षणः
एष भूतस्य मध्ये भुवनस्य गोप्ता
एष पुण्यकृतान् लोकानेष मृत्योर्हिरण्मयम्
या वा पृथिव्योर्हिरण्मयगुं सद्गुश्रितगुं सुवः
सुवत्सगुंशिषाधि
आर्द्रञ्ज्वलति ज्योतिरहमस्मि
ज्योतिर्ज्वलति ब्रह्माहमस्मि
योऽहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि
अहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि
अहमेवाहं माञ्जुहोमि स्वाहा
कार्यकार्यवकीर्णेस्तेनो भ्रूणः गुरुतल्पगः
वरुणोपामघमर्षणस्तस्मात् पापात् प्रमुच्यते
रजो भूमिस्त्वमागुरोदयस्व प्रवदन्ति धीराः
आक्रान् समुद्रः प्रथमे विधर्मं जनयन् प्रजा भुवनस्य राजा
पवित्रे अधिसानो अव्ये बृहत्सोमो वावृधे सुवान इन्दुः
वेदसे तुलवामसोममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः
सदति दुर्गाणि विश्वानामेव सिन्धुन्दुरितात्यग्निः
रामज्ञवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टा
दुर्गान् देवीगुं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः
अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा
पृथ्वी बहुलान उर्वे भवातोकायतनयायाशयो
विश्वारिणो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्ननावादुरितादिपरिषि
अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानोऽस्माकं बोध्यविता तनूना
उदनादितगुं सामानमुग्रमग्निगुं हवेम परमात् सतस्थादो
परिषदति दुर्गाणि विश्वाक्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः
रत्नोषि कमीड्यो अध्वरेषु सनाच्च होता नव्यश्च तत्सि
स्वाचाग्ने तनुवं पिप्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमायजस्वा
गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेन्द्रविष्णोरनुसञ्चरेम
रामस्य पृष्ठमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवेन् लोक इह मादयन्ताम्
भूरन्नमग्नये पृथिव्यै स्वाहा भुवोन्नं वायवेऽन्तरिक्षाय स्वाहा सुमरन्नमादित्याय दिवे स्वाहा भूर्भुवः सुवरन्नं चन्द्रमसे दिग्भ्यः स्वाहा नमो देवेभ्यः स्वधा पितृभ्यो भूर्भुवः सुवरन्नमो
भूरग्नये पृथिव्यै स्वाहा भुवो वायवेऽन्तरिक्षाय स्वाहा सुवरादित्याय दिवे स्वाहा भूर्भुवः सुवश्चन्द्रमसे दिग्भ्यः स्वाहा नमो देवेभ्यः स्वधा पितृभ्यो भूर्भुवः सुवरग्न ॐ
भूरग्नये च पृथिव्ये च महते च स्वाहा भुवो वायवे चान्तरिक्षाय महते च स्वाहा सुवरादित्याय च दिवे च महते च स्वाहा भूर्भुवस्सुवश्चन्द्रमसे च नक्षत्रेभ्यश्च दिग्भ्यश्च महते च स्वाहा नमो देवेभ्यः स्वधा पितृभ्यो भूर्भुवस्सुवर्महरो
पाहिनो अग्नयेनसे स्वाहा
पाहिनो विश्ववेदसे स्वाहा
पाहि विभावसो स्वाहा
सर्वं पाहि शतक्रतो स्वाहा
पाहिनो अग्न एकया
पाह्युतद्वितीयया
पाह्योर्जन् तृतीयया
पाहि गीर्भिश्च दशुभिर्वसो स्वाहा
छन्दसा वृषभो विश्वरूपश्छन्दोभ्यश्छन्दागस्या विवेश
शक्यः पुरोवाचोपनिषदिन्द्रो ज्येष्ठ इन्द्रियाय ऋषिभ्यो नमो देवेभ्यः स्वधा पितृभ्यो भूर्भुवस्सुवश्छन्द ॐ
ब्रह्मणे धारणं मे अस्त्वनिराकरणं धारयिता भूया सङ्कर्णयो श्रुतं माच्योढ्वं ममामुष्य
अर्दन्तपः सत्यन्तपः श्रुतन्तपः शान्तन्तपोतमस्तपश्यमस्तपोतानन्तपो यज्ञन्तपो भूर्भुवस्सुवर्ब्रह्मैतदुपास्यैतत्तपः
यथा वृक्षस्य सम्पुष्पितस्य दूरात् गन्धो वात्येवं पुण्यस्य कर्मणो गन्धो वाति यथासि धारां कर्तेव हितामवक्रामे यद्युवे युवे हवा विक्वयिष्यामि कर्तं पतिष्यामीत्येवममृतादात्मानं जुगुप्सेतु
मनोरणीयान् महतो महीयानात्मा गुहायां निहितोऽस्य जन्तो
क्रतुं पश्यति वीतशोको धातुः प्रसादान् महिमानमीशम्
सप्त प्राणाः प्रभवन्ति तस्मात् सप्तार्चिषः समिधः सप्त जिह्वाः
सप्त इमे लोका येषु चरन्ति प्राणा गुहाशयान् निहिताः सप्त सप्त
समुद्राग्रयश्च सर्वेऽस्मात् स्यन्धन्ते सिन्धवः सर्वरूपाः
अतश्च विश्वा ओषधयो रसाच्च येनैष भूतस्तिष्ठत्यन्तरात्मा
ब्रह्मादेवानां पदवेः कवीनां शर्विप्राणां महिषो
येनो
मृगाणां
गृध्राणागस्वधितिर्वनानागुं सोमः पवित्रमत्येतिरे भन्नो
अजामेकां लोहितश्रुक्लकृष्णां बह्वीं प्रजां जनयन्ति गुंसरूपा
अजोह्येको जुषमाणोऽनुषे तेजः आत्येनां भुक्तभोगामजोऽन्यः
पुंसस्युतिषद्वसुरन्तरिक्षसद्धोदावेदिषतिर्दुरो न सदो
सद्व्योमसदब्जा गोजा अतजा अद्रिजा रतं बृहतो
घृतं मिमिक्षिरे घृतमस्य योनिर्घृते श्रितो घृतमुमस्य धामा
अनुष्वधमावहमादय स्वस्वाहा कृतं वृषभवक्षे हव्यम्
मुद्रादोर्मिर्मधुमागुम् उदारदुपागुम् शुनासममृतत्वमानटो
घृतस्य नाम गुह्यं यदस्ति जिह्वा देवानाममृतस्य नाभिः
वयन्नाम प्रब्रवामा घृतेनास्मिन् यज्ञे धारयामा नमोभिः
ब्रह्मा शृणवच्छस्य मानं चतुःशृङ्गो वमीद्गौर एततो
चत्वारि शृङ्गा त्रयो अस्य पादा द्वे शीर्षे सप्तहस्तासो अस्य
त्रिधा बद्धो वृषभोरोरवीति महो देवो मर्त्यागो आविवेश
हितं वनिभिर्गुह्यमानं गविदेवासो घृतमन्वविन्दन्
इन्द्र एकगो सूर्य एकं जजान वेनादेकग्रस्वधया निष्टतक्षुः
यो देवानां प्रथमं पुरस्तात् विश्वाधियो रुद्रो महर्षिः
हिरण्यगर्भं पश्यत जायमानगोसनो देवः शुभया स्मृत्याः संयुनक्तु
यस्मात् परन्ना परमस्ति किञ्चित् यस्मान्नाणीयो न ज्यायोऽस्ति कश्चिदो
वृक्ष इव स्तब्धो दिवितिष्ठत्येकस्तेनेदं पूर्णं पुरुषेण सर्वम्
प्रकर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः
हरेणनाकन्निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते तद्यतयो विशन्ति
वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः सन्न्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः
ये ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे
पापं परमेश्वरभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमध्य सद्गुस्थौ
तत्रापि दाह्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यम्
यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः
तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः
सहस्रशीर्षं देवं विश्वाक्षं विश्वशम्भुवम्
विश्वं नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमं पदम्
विश्वतः परमा विश्वान् नित्यं विश्वन्नारायणगुं हरिं
विश्वमेवेदं पुरुषस्तद्विश्वमुपजीवति
बलिं विश्वस्यात्मेश्वरगुं शाश्वतगुं शिवमच्युतौ
नारायणं महाज्ञेयं विश्वात्मानं परायणं
नारायणपरो ज्योतिरात्मा नारायणः परः
नारायण परं ब्रह्म तत्त्वन्नारायणः परः
नारायणपरो ध्याता ध्यानं नारायणः परः
यच्च किञ्चित् जगत् सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयतेऽपि वा
अन्तर्बहिश्च तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणस्थितः
अनन्तमव्ययं कविगुं समुद्रेऽन्तं विश्वशम्भुवम्
पद्मकोशप्रतीकाशगुं हृदयं चाप्यधोमुखौ
अधो निष्ट्यामि तस्यान्ते नाभ्यामुपरि तिष्ठति
ज्वालमालाकुलं भाति विश्वस्यायतनं महतो
सन्ततकोशिलाभिस्तुलं बत्याकोशसन्निभम्
तस्यान्ते सुशिरगं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितौ
तस्य मध्ये महानग्निर्विश्वार्चिर्विश्वतो मुखः
श्रोत्रभुग्विभजन् तिष्ठन्नाहारमजरः कविः
तिर्यगोर्ध्वमधशायी रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तता
सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः
तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणियोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः
नीलतो यतमध्यस्थाद्विद्युल्लेखेव भास्वरा
श्रीवारशोकवत्तन्वी पीताभास्वत्यणुपमा
शिखाया मध्ये परमात्मा व्यवस्थितः
सब्रह्म स शिवः स हरिस्सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट्
नित्यो वा एष एतन्मण्डलं तपति तत्र अजस्तदृजा मण्डलगुं सरुजां लोकोऽधय एष एतस्मिन् मण्डलेर्चिर्दीप्यते तानि साम्नां लोकोऽधय एष एतस्मिन् मण्डलेर्चिषि पुरुषस्तानि यजोगुंसि यजुषा मण्डलगुं स यजुषा लोकस्यैषात्रय्येव विद्यातपति य एषोऽन्तरादित्ये हिरण्मयः पुरुषः
आदित्यो वै तेज ओजो बलय्यश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमात्मा मनो मन्युर्मनुर्मृत्युः सत्यो मित्रो वायुराकाशः प्राणो लोकपालः कः किङ्कं तत्सत्यमन्नममृतो जीवो विश्वः कथमस्वयम्भु ब्रह्मैतदमृत एष पुरुष एष भूतानामधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणः सायुज्यगो स लोकतामाप्नोत्येतासामेव देवतानागो सायुज्यगो सार्थितागो समानलोकतामाप्नोति य एवं वेदेत्योपनिषत्
निधनपतये नमः
निधनपदान्तिकाय नमः
ऊर्ध्वाय नमः
ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गाय नमः
हिरण्याय नमः
हिरण्यलिङ्गाय नमः
सुवर्णाय नमः
सुवर्णलिङ्गाय नमः
दिव्याय नमः
दिव्यलिङ्गाय नमः
भवाय नमः
भवलिङ्गाय नमः
सर्वाय नमः
सर्वलिङ्गाय नमः
शिवाय नमः
शिवलिङ्गाय नमः
शिवाय नमः
शिवलिङ्गाय नमः
आत्माय नमः
आत्मलिङ्गाय नमः
परमाय नमः
परमलिङ्गाय नमः
एतत् सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्वलिङ्गगु स्थापयति पाणिमन्त्रं पवित्रं
सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः
भवे भवे नाति भवे भवस्वमा
भवोद्भवाय नमः
वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः
घोरेभ्योऽथ घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः
सर्वेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः
तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि
तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्
ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्म शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो
नमो हिरण्यवाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतयेऽम्बिकापतय उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः
ऋतमो सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गळम्
ऊर्ध्वरेदं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः
सर्वो वै रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु
पुरुषो वै रुद्रः सन्महो नमो नमः
विश्वं भूतं भुवनं चित्रं बहुधा जातं जायमानं च यतो
सर्वो ह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु
तद्रुद्राय प्रचेतसे मेढुष्टमाय तव्यसे
भोजे मचन्तमगुं हृदे
सर्वो ह्येष रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु
यस्य वैकङ्गत्यग्निहोत्र हवने भवति प्रत्येवास्याहुर्यस्तो प्रतिष्ठित्यै
कृणुष्वपाज इति पञ्चा
देवा गन्धर्वा मनुष्या पितरोऽसुरास्तेषाकुं सर्वभूताना माता मेदिनी महता मही सावित्री गायत्री जगत्युर्वे पृथ्वी बहुला विश्वा भूता कथमा काया सा सत्येत्यमृतेति वसिष्ठः
वा इदगुं सर्वं विश्वा भूतान्यापः प्राणा वा आपः पशव आपोन्नमापो मृतमापः सम्राडापो विराडापः स्वराडापः छन्दागुस्यापो ज्योतिगुष्यापो यजोगुष्यापः सत्यमापः सर्वा देवता आपो भूर्भुवः सुवराप
आपः पुनन्त पृथिवीं पृथिवी पूता पुनातु
पुनन्तु ब्रह्मणस्पतिर्ब्रह्म पूता पुनातु
विदुश्चिष्टमभोज्यं यद्वा दुश्चरितं मम
सर्वं पुनन्तु मामापो सदाञ्च प्रतिग्रहगु स्वाहा
अन्यश्च मामन्युश्च मन्युपदयश्च मन्युकृतेभ्यः
पापेभ्यो रक्षन्ता
पापमकारुषम्
मनसा वाचा हस्ताभ्याम्
पद्भ्यामुदरेण
हस्तदवलुम्पतु
यत्किञ्च दुरितं मयि
इदमहं माममृतयोनौ
स्वर्गे ज्योतिर्जुहोमि स्वाहा
सूर्यश्च मामन्युश्च मन्युपतयश्च मन्युकृतेभ्यः
पापेभ्यो रक्षन्ता
यद्रात्र्या पापमकारुषम्
मनसा वाचा हस्ताभ्याम्
पद्भ्यामुदरेण शिश्ना
रात्रिस्तदवलुम्पतो
यत्किञ्च दुरितं मयि
इदमहं माममृतयोनौ
सूर्ये ज्योतिषि जुहोमि स्वाहा
ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्मा
अग्निर्देवता ब्रह्म इत्यारुषम्
गायत्रं छन्दं परमात्मं स्वरूपं
सायुज्यं विनियोगम्
आयातु वरदा देवी अक्षरं ब्रह्म संविदौ
गायत्रीं छन्दसां मातेदं ब्रह्म जुषस्व मे
तदह्नात् कुरुते पापं तदह्नात् प्रतिमुच्यते
यद्रात्र्यात् कुरुते पापं तद्रात्र्यात् प्रतिमुच्यते
सर्ववर्णे महादेवी सन्ध्या विद्ये सरस्वती
ओजोऽसि सहोऽसि बलमसि भ्राजोऽसि देवानां धामनामासि विश्वमसि विश्वायुः सर्वमसि सर्वायुरभिभूरो
गायत्रीमावाहयामि
सावित्रीमावाहयामि
सरस्वतीमावाहयामि
छन्दऋषीणावाहयामि
श्रियमावाहयामि
गायत्र्या गायत्री छन्दो विश्वामित्र ऋषिः सविता देवताग्निर्मुखं ब्रह्मा शिरो विष्णुर्हृदयो रुद्रशिखा योनिः प्राणापादव्यानोदान समाना सप्राणा श्वेतवर्णा साङ्ख्यायन सगोत्रा गायत्री चतुर्विंशत्यक्षरा त्रिपदा षट्कुक्षिः पञ्चशीर्षोपनयने विनियोगः
ॐ भूः
ॐ भुवः
ॐ सुवः
ॐ महः
ॐ जनः
ॐ तपः
ॐ सत्यम्
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
ओमो ज्योतिरसोमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरो
उत्तमे शिखरे जाते भूम्यां पर्वतमूर्धनि
ब्राह्मणेभ्योऽभ्यनुज्ञाता गच्छ देवि यथा सुखम्
सुतो मया वरदा वेदमाता प्रचोदयन्ती पवने द्विजाता
आयुः पृथिव्यां द्रविणं ब्रह्म वर्चसं मह्यं दत्त्वा प्रजातुं ब्रह्म लोकम्
सूर्य आदित्यो न प्रभावात्यक्षरम्
मधुक्षरन्ति तद्रसम्
सत्यं वै तद्रसमापो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्सु वरो
ब्रह्ममेतु मा
मधुमेतु मा
ब्रह्ममेव मधुमेतु मा
यास्ते सोम प्रजावत्सोऽभिसो अहम्
विश्वप्रहन्दुरुषः
यास्ते सोम प्राणागुस्ताञ्जुहोमि
त्रिसुपर्णमयाचितं ब्राह्मणाय दद्यात्
ब्रह्महत्यां वा एते घ्नन्ति
ये ब्राह्मणास्त्रिसुपर्णं पठन्ति
ते सोमं प्राप्नुवन्ति
सहस्रात् पङ्क्तिं पुनन्ति
ॐ
ब्रह्ममेधया
मधुमेधया
ब्रह्ममेव मधुमेधया
अद्यानो देव सवितः प्रजावत्साभिः सौभगो
विश्वप्रियगो सुवा
विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुवा
भद्रं तन्महासुवा
मधुवातारुता यते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः
न सन्तोषधी
मधुरक्तमुदोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगुं रजः
मधुरस्तु नः पिता
मधुवान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागुम् अस्तु सूर्यः
दीर्घावो भवन्तु नः
इमन्द्रिषु वर्णमयाजितं ब्राह्मणाय दद्यात्
हत्यां वा एते घ्नन्ति
ये ब्राह्मणास्त्रिषु वर्णं पठन्ति
ते सोमं प्राप्नुवन्ति
आसहस्रात् पङ्क्तिं पुनन्ति
ॐ
ब्रह्ममेधवा
मधुमेधवा
ब्रह्ममेव मधुमेधवा
ब्रह्मदेवानां पदवेः कवीनां ऋषिर्विप्राणां महिषो मृगाणां
येनो गृध्रा नागुस्वधिर्वणा नागुं सोमः पवित्रमत्येति रेभन्नो
शुचिषद्वसुरन्तरिक्षसद्धोता वेदिषदतिथिर्दुरोणसतो
वृषद्वरसद्रुतसद्यो मसदब्जा गोजा अर्धजा अद्रिजा अर्धं बृहतो
रुचेत्वा समिच्छ्रवन्ति सरितो न धेनाः
अन्तर्हृदा मनसा पूयमानाः
धारा अभिचाकशीमि
रण्ययो वेदसो मध्य आसा
पर्णो मधुकृत्कुलायि भजन्नास्ते मधुदेवताभ्यः
तस्यासते हरयः सप्ततीरे स्वधान्दुहाना अमृतस्य धारा
त्रिसुपर्णमयाचितं ब्राह्मणाय दद्यात्
वीरहत्यां वा एते घ्नन्ति
ये ब्राह्मणास्त्रिसुपर्णं पठन्ति
ते सोमं प्राप्नुवन्ति
सहस्रात् पङ्क्तिं पुनन्ति देवी जुषमाणा नागाद् विश्वाजे भद्रासु मनस्यमाना
त्वया दुष्टानुतमाना दुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विदधे सुवीराः
जुष्टरशर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्रीरुतत्वया
त्वया दुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुधानो जुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे
मेधां म इन्द्रो ददातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती
मेधां मे अश्विना बुभावा धत्तां पुष्करस्रजा
सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः
दैवी मेधा सरस्वती सा मां मेधा सुरभिर्जुषता गुस्वाहा
मेधासुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगति जगम्या
ऊर्जस्वते पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मां मेधा सुप्रतीकाजुषन्ता
मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि अग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि इन्द्र इन्द्रियं दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो दधातु
अभयतु मृत्युरमृतन्न आगन्वैवस्वतो नो अभयं कृणोतु
वर्णं वनस्पतिर्वाभिनश्यीयता गौरयिः सचतान्न शचीपतिः
परं मृत्यो अनुपरे हि बन्धां यस्ते स्वैतरो देवयानादो
चक्षुष्मते शृण्वते ते ब्रवीमिमानः प्रजागुंरीरिषोमोत वीरा
वातं प्राणं मनसान्वारभामहे प्रजापतिं यो भुवनस्य गोपा
मृत्योस्त्रायतां पात्वगुंहसोज्योग्जीवा जरामशीमहि
भूयादधयद्यमस्य बृहस्पते अभिषस्ते रमुञ्चः
मृत्यो हतामश्विना मृत्युमस्माद्देवानामग्नेभिषजाशचीभिः
हरिगुं हरन्तमरुयन्ति देवा विश्वस्येषानं वृषभं मतीना
ब्रह्मस्वरूपमनुमेदमागादयनं मा विबधिर्विक्रमस्व
शर्कैरग्निमिन्धान उभौ लोकौ सने महौ
उभयोर्लोकयोरुरुध्वाति मृत्युन्तराम्यहौ
माचितो मृत्यो मावधेर्मा मे बलं विवृहो मा प्रमोषि
मेरीरिष आयुरुग्रन्द्रचक्षसन्त्वा हविषा विधेम
मानो महान्तमुदमानो अर्भगं मानमुक्षन्तमुदमानमुक्षितौ
पितरं मातमातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरिषः
मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः
मानो रुद्रभामितो वधेरः विष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते
प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जाता निपरिता बभूव
यक्षामास्तेजो होमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयग्स्याम पतयोरयीणा
शीला विषस्पतिर्वृत्रः विमृधो वशी
ऋषेन्द्रः पुर एतुनः स्वस्तिदा अभयङ्करः
यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनौ
रुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
एते सहस्रमयितं वाचा मृत्यो मर्त्याय हन्तवे
यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे
मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा
देवकृतस्यैन सो वयजनमसि स्वाहा
कृतस्येन सो वैजनमसि स्वाहा
देवकृतस्यैन सो वयजनमसि स्वाहा
आत्मकृतस्येन सो वैजनमसि स्वाहा
कृतस्यैन सो वयजनमसि स्वाहा
अस्मत्कृतस्येन सो वैजनमसि स्वाहा
यद्दिवाचनक्तञ्चैनश्च कृमतस्य वयजनमसि स्वाहा
यश्वन्तश्च जाग्रतश्चैनश्च कृमतस्य वयजनमसि स्वाहा
यत्सुषुप्तश्च जाग्रतश्चैनश्च कृमतश्च वयजनमसि स्वाहा
यद्विद्वागुंसश्च विद्वागुंसश्चैनश्च कृमतस्य वयजनमसि स्वाहा
एरसो वयजनमसि स्वाहा
यद्वो देवाश्च कृमजिह्वया गुरुमनसो वा प्रियुते देवहेडनौ
वायो नो अभिदुच्छो नायते तस्मिन् तदेनो वसवो निधेत न स्वाहा
नमो नमः
कामोकारुषेत् कामः करोति नाहङ्करोमि कामः कर्ता नाहङ्कर्ता कामः कारयिता नाहङ्कारयिता एष ते कामकामाय स्वाहा
नमो नमः
मन्युरकारुषेन् मन्युः करोति नाहङ्करोमि मन्युः कर्ता नाहङ्कर्ता मन्युः कारयिता नाहङ्कारयिता एष ते मन्यो मन्यवे स्वाहा
गन्धारमजितेरमन्तु स्वाहा
गावो हिरण्यन्धनमन्नपानगो सर्वेषागुश्रियै स्वाहा
श्रियं च लक्ष्मीं च पुष्टिं च कीर्तिं च नृण्यता
ब्रह्मण्यं बहुपुत्रता
मेधे प्रजा सन्ददातु स्वाहा
तिलाः कृष्णास्तिलाः श्वेतास्तिलाः सौम्या वशानुगाः
तिलाः पुनन्तु मे पापं यत्किञ्चित् दुरितं मयि स्वाहा
चोरस्यान्नवश्राद्धं ब्रह्मः गुरुतल्पगः
ओस्तेयगुं सुरापानं भ्रूणहत्यातिलाशान्तिगुं शमयन्तु स्वाहा
श्रीश्च लक्ष्मीश्च पुष्टिश्च कीर्तिं च नृण्यता
ब्रह्मण्यं बहुपुत्रता
श्रद्धामेधे प्रज्ञातु जातवेदः सन्ददातु स्वाहा
प्राणापानव्यानो दानसमाना मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
वाङ्मनश्चक्षुश्रोत्रजिह्वा घ्राणरेतो बुद्ध्या कोटिः सङ्कल्पा मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
चर्ममागुं सुरिधर मेदो वज्जास्नायवोऽस्थीनि मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
शिरः पाणिपादपार्श्वपृष्ठोरुदर जङ्घशिष्णोपस्थपायवो मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
उत्तिष्ठ पुरुष हरित पिङ्गलोहिताक्षि देहि देहि तदापयिता मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
पृथिव्यापस्तेजो वायुराकाशा मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
शब्दस्पर्शरूपरसगन्धानि मने शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
मनोवाक्कायकर्माणि मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
अव्यक्तभावैरहङ्कारैर्ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
आत्मा मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
अन्तरात्मा मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
परमात्मा मे शुध्यन्तां ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
शुभे स्वाहा
क्षुत्पिपाचाय स्वाहा
विद्यै स्वाहा
हरिद्विधानाय स्वाहा
रसोत्काय स्वाहा
क्षुत्पिपासामलं ज्येष्ठामलक्ष्मीर्नाशयाम्यहम्
अभूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वान् निर्नुदामाप्मानद्दु स्वाहा
अन्नमय प्राणमय मनोमय विज्ञानमयमानन्दमयमात्मा मे शुद्ध्यन्तान् ज्योतिरहं विरजामि पाप्मा भूया सद्गु स्वाहा
अग्नये स्वाहा
विश्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यः स्वाहा
ध्रुवाय भूमाय स्वाहा
अक्षितये स्वाहा
अच्युतक्षितये स्वाहा
अग्नये स्वेष्टाकृते स्वाहा
धर्माय स्वाहा
अधर्माय स्वाहा
अभ्य स्वाहा
ओषधिवनस्पतिभ्यः स्वाहा
रक्षो देवजनेभ्यः स्वाहा
गुह्याभ्यः स्वाहा
वसानेभ्यः स्वाहा
वसानपतिभ्यः स्वाहा
सर्वभूतेभ्यः स्वाहा
कामाय स्वाहा
अन्तरिक्षाय स्वाहा
यदेजति जगति यच्च चेष्टति नाम्नो भागो यन्नाम्ने स्वाहा
पृथिव्यै स्वाहा
अन्तरिक्षाय स्वाहा
दिवे स्वाहा
सूर्याय स्वाहा
चन्द्रमसे स्वाहा
नक्षत्रेभ्यः स्वाहा
इन्द्राय स्वाहा
बृहस्पतये स्वाहा
प्रजापतये स्वाहा
ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा
तथा पितृभ्यः स्वाहा
नमो रुद्राय पशुपतये स्वाहा
देवेभ्यः स्वाहा
पितृभ्यः स्वधास्तु
भूतेभ्यो नमः
मनुष्येभ्यो हन्ता
प्रजापतये स्वाहा
परमेष्ठिने स्वाहा
भागोपश्य दधारः सहस्रधारो अक्षितः
मे अस्तु धान्यगो सहस्रधारमक्षितम्
धनधान्यै स्वाहा
भूताः प्रचरन्ति दिवानक्तं बलिमिच्छन्तो वितुदस्य प्रेष्याः
तेभ्यो बलिं पुष्टिकामो हरामि मयि पुष्टिं पुष्टिपतिर्दधातु स्वाहा
ॐ तद्ब्रह्मा
ॐ तद्वायुः
ॐ तदात्मा
ॐ तत्सत्यौ
ॐ तत्सर्वम्
ॐ तत्पुरोर्नमः
अन्तश्चरति भूतेषु गुहायां विश्वमूर्तिषु
यज्ञस्त्वं वषट्कारस्त्वमिन्द्रस्त्वगुं रुद्रस्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं ब्रह्मत्वं प्रजापतिः
तदा पापो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्सुवरो
श्रद्धायां प्राणे निविष्टो मृतं जुहोमि
श्रद्धायामपाने निविष्टोऽमृतं जुहोमि
श्रद्धायां व्याने निविष्टो मृतं जुहोमि
श्रद्धायामुदाने निविष्टोऽमृतं जुहोमि
श्रद्धायागुं समाने निविष्टो मृतं जुहोमि
ब्रह्मणि आत्मामृतत्वाय
अमृतोपस्तरणमसि
श्रद्धायां प्राणे निविष्टोऽमृतं जुहोमि
शिवो मा विशाप्रदाहाय
प्राणाय स्वाहा
श्रद्धायामपाने निविष्टो मृतं जुहोमि
शिवो मा विशाप्रदाहाय
पानाय स्वाहा
श्रद्धायां व्याने निविष्टोऽमृतं जुहोमि
शिवो मा विशाप्रदाहाय
व्यानाय स्वाहा
श्रद्धायामुदाने निविष्टो मृतं जुहोमि
शिवो मा विशाप्रदाहाय
दानाय स्वाहा
श्रद्धायागो समाने निविष्टोऽमृतं जुहोमि
शिवो मा विशाप्रदाहाय
समानाय स्वाहा
ब्रह्मणि म आत्मामृतत्वाय
अमृतापिधानमसि
श्रद्धायां प्राणे निविश्यामृतगुं हितौ
प्राणमन्नेनाप्याय स्वाहा
श्रद्धायामपाने निविश्यामृतगुं हुतम्
अपानमन्नेनाप्याय स्वाहा
श्रद्धायां व्याने निविश्यामृतगुं हुतौ
व्यानमन्नेनाप्याय स्वाहा
श्रद्धायामुदाने निविश्यामृतगुं हुतौ
व्यानमन्नेनाप्याय स्वाहा
श्रद्धायागुं समाने निविश्यामृतगुं हुतौ
समानमन्नेनाप्याय स्वाहा
अंगुष्ठमात्रः पुरुषोऽङ्गुष्ठं च समाश्रितः
ईशः सर्वस्य जगतः प्रभुः प्रीणाति विश्वाभूः
वाङ्म आसन्
रसोः प्राणः
अक्षोश्चक्षुः
कर्णयोः श्रोत्रम्
बाहुवोर्बलौ
गुरुवो रोजः
अरिष्टा विश्वान्यङ्गानि तनो
प्रणवामे सह नमस्ते अस्तु मामाहिगुंसि
वयस्तु पर्णा उपसेदुरिन्द्रं प्रियमेधा ऋषयो नाथमानाः
भान्तमोर्णो हि पूर्धिचक्षुर्मुग्ध्यस्मान्निधयेव बद्धा
प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसिरुद्रो वा विशान्तयः
आप्यायस्व
नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि
वेद्योभिस्त्वमाशोक्षाणेस्त्वमाध्यस्त्वमश्मनस्परे
त्वं वनेभ्यस्त्वमोषधेभ्यस्त्वदृढान् नृपते जायसे शुचिः शिवेन मे सन्तिष्ठस्व स्योनेन मे सन्तिष्ठस्व सुभूतेन मे सन्तिष्ठस्व ब्रह्मवर्चसेन मे सन्तिष्ठस्व यज्ञस्य उपते नमः सहना भवतो
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः यो वेदां ब्रह्मणो वेद मृताम्बुरे
तस्मै ब्रह्म च आयुः कीर्तिं प्रजां ददुः
वागधेयेनैवैनं प्रणयति
ब्राह्मण आरुषेय उद्धरे
ब्राह्मणो वै सर्वा देवताः
सर्वाभिरेवैनं देवताभिरुद्धरति
यावदेर्वै देवतास्ताः सर्वा वेदविधि ब्राह्मणे वसन्ते
तस्मात् ब्राह्मणेभ्यो वेदविद्भ्यो दिवे दिवे नमस्कुर्यान्ना श्रीलङ्कीर्तयेदेता एव देवताः प्रीणाति
पर्याप्त्या अनन्तरायाय सर्वस्तोमोतिरात्र उत्तममहर्भवति सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेन नोति सर्वं जयति
शतमेव शरदो वर्धमान इत्यपि निगमो भवति शतमिति शतं दीर्घमायुर्मरुतयेन वर्धयन्ति शतमेनमेव शतात्मानं भवति शतमनन्तं भवति शतमैश्वर्यं भवति शतमिति शतं दीर्घमायुः
अग्ने यशस्विनो यशसे ममर्पयेन्द्रावतीमवदिति मिहावः
अयमूर्धा परमेष्ठे सुवर्चा समानानामुत्तमश्लोको अस्तु
आयुर्दा अग्ने हविषो जुषानो घृतप्रतीको घृतयो निरेधि
घृतं पीत्वा मधुचारुगव्यं पितेव पुत्रमभिरक्षता धीमौ
आप्यायस्व समेदुते विश्वतः सोमवृष्णियो
भवावाजस्य सङ्गथे
मे सोमो अब्रवीदन्तर्विश्वानि भेषज
अग्निं च विश्वशम्भुममापश्च विश्वभेषजी
गौरीमिमाय सलिलानि दक्षत्येकपदे द्विपदे सा चतुष्पदे
अष्टापदे नवपदे बभूवुषि सहस्राक्षरा परमे व्योमन्न
क्रन्दे अनन्यद्य जतन्दे अनन्यद्विषरूपे अहनीज्योरिवासी
हिमाया अवसिस्वधावो भद्राते पूषन्ति हरातिरस्तु
राणे मासुराणि सुपत्नी महमश्रवो
यस्या अपरञ्चन जनसामरते पतिः
इन्द्रमरुत्वैह पाहि सोमं यथाचार्याते अभिवस्सुतस्य
तव प्रणीते तव शोरशर्मन्नाविवासन्ति कवयस्सु यज्ञाः
अग्निर्मूर्धा दिवः कगत्पतिः पृथिव्या अयो
अपागोरेतागोंसि जिन्वति
योना पृथिवी भवानुक्षरा निवेशनी
यच्छानः शर्म सप्रथाः
क्षेत्रस्य पदिना वयगुं हिदेनेव जयामसि
रामस्वं पोषयित्वा सनो मृडाति दृशे
शतमानं भवति शतायुः पुरुषः शतेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिये प्रतिष्ठति
तथास्तु यजमानस्य कामाः भवन्तु
आजनेते पराजने दुर्वारोहन्तु पुष्पिनीः पुण्डरीकानि समुद्रस्य गृहा इमे पुष्पावते प्रसोवते फलिनीरफला उता सनित्वरेर्विरुधः पारजिष्णवः ओम या फलिनीर्या अफला अपुष्पायाश्च पुष्पिनीः स्थानो मुञ्चन्त्वगुंहसः शोभयन्ते मुखं मम मुखगुं हिमम शोभय भूयागुं सञ्च भगं कुरु यामाहरज्यमदग्निः श्रद्धायै कामायान्यै इमान्तामपि नह्येऽहं भगेन सह वर्चसा
ओम योपां
पुष्पं वेदा पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति चन्द्रमा वा अपां पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति फलिनीर्या अफला पुष्पायाश्च पुष्पिणीः बृहस्पति प्रसोदास्तानो मुञ्जन्त्वगुं हसः शोभयन्ते मुखं मम मुखगुं हिमम शोभय भूयागुं सञ्च भगं कुरु यामाहरज्यमदग्निः श्रद्धायै कामायान्यै इमान्तामपि नह्येऽहं भगेन सह वर्चसा
या फलिनीर्या
या अफला पुष्पायाश्च पुष्पिणीः बृहस्पति प्रसोदास्तानो मुञ्जन्त्वगुं हसः ॐ नमो महद्भ्यो नमो अर्भगेभ्यो नमो युवभ्यो नमः आशिनेभ्यः यजामदेवानिधिशक्नवा ममाध्याय सस्यगुं वृक्षिदेवाः सभायै नमः स्वस्ति।
Namaste. I just take few minutes in proper way of sending or proper way of felicitating and sending them priests, sending them home is also our duty. I just take few minutes and change my dress and come. Few minutes, please. Good morning. Pranam. Namaste. Shubhodaya. Swagat. Abhivat. Adharaniya Mahoday. Adavar say. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Allahu Akbar. Good morning, Holy Spirit. Good morning, Holy Father. Good morning, Holy Jesus. Welcome to the temple. This is called Yogalaya, Alaya, Himalaya, Himalaya. His Holiness Dalai Lama always talks about Himalaya, where all elements, in completely cold state, a dissolved state, a big volcanic eruption, everything dissolved, all these quartz formed as a bubbles of absolute purity, diamonds formed as small bubbles, and the pure bubbles have transformed to today what we call as diamonds, Vajra, technologies of Vajra. In yoga, they are very popular. Himalayan technologies of making yourself unconquered like a diamond, as strong as a diamond, as pure as a diamond. And then the quartz, Himalayas known for the towers of quartz, towers of consciousness. Our watches, today quartz watches, quartz run atomic clocks, quartz run clocks, quartz run world, silica run world, silicon world, silicon world. Silicons as a plastic, silicons as a adhesives. Silicon Valley as the game changing. The technologies of cloud computing, quantum computers to AI too. If you only explore a sand grain, if you only understand dharma of a sand grain, a science of just a sand grain, today world is run by that sand grain. How much space we are using in that sand grain? Still we are not able to use 100% of that sand grain. The present technologies. Not enough to understand the sand grain yet completely. We are able to use maybe a 25% or 30% of a sand grain space because our technology is not enough. Now, other side we talk about cell, using cell as a self-sustained fuel and technology and the world driven. So slowly one day silicons will be replaced by cells. A world runs by the cells. Technology is healing by the cells. Technology is by the cells. Technology is run by life. How valuable the life is all about. Himalayas, Alaya means temple. Temple means where it is, synagogue, church, or a mosque. Whatever you call a monastery, a shrine, abbey, they're all connected. They all have the towers. Either they have the towers like that, other tombs like that, radar space like that, or natural towers like this, pointed towers like this, or church and its towers, temples and its towers, connecting to all the towers connect to the world of cooling consciousness called Himalayas. That's why His Holiness Dalai Lama. They are the first time. They are only the temples in the world, all man-made temples, in order to protect our consciousness, in order to protect our society of a law and order, in order to run the system at least with certain discipline. All the towers are connected to those towers. Every technology, the place of soul, the mother of all of us is each one of our soul longs for, connected to these ancient towers, original temples. The name itself is a temple. Laya means where all elements dissolved, in a dissolved state. Laya. A temple means always remember, alaya means where you are in a dissolved state, connected state. A dissolved state means a universe formed out of a big bang, all elements formed. Elements of gravity, elements of dark matter, elements of dark energy. Today's summarization of the chant, the Vedic chants. All these elements, when you dissolve, all these elements called entropy. Every day scientists worried. Entropy, every day the deeper probe of the space, Hubble telescope, the more deeper spaces it is exploring. So they are coming with every day new, whatever we thought the rate of entropy increase is much more than what we thought. Every day new revelation. What we call as an entropy is gravity, dark matter, gravity, all these elements. When all these elements are a matter you call, or a universe you call, a universe is an embodiment of a level of entropy. There are different universes, parallel universes, advanced universes, one over the other. Journey from one universe to other universe called wormhole journeys. And to go beyond these worlds of entropy, to experience singularity like in your interstellar movie, you call where entropy becomes zero, then that's called a singularity. That's called Advaita, where duality is lost, Dvaita Swabhava is lost, called Advaita, singularity. You call Purusha, absolute purity you call, or communion you call. A temple is a place of communion. These are ordinary words which we all can identify easily with. What is that union, dissolved state of all elements? Connected state, like in the sun, the prayers of the sun. All elements of gravity, all elements of the periodic table, they lose their nature. Iron is no more iron there. Gold is no more gold there. All elements on our earth, in the sun they are burning, only becoming, they are losing, they are undergoing transmutation, they are undergoing transformation, they are losing their identity, their aham, their nama, rupa, They are losing their nature completely and becoming hydrogen and helium, and they are just burning out. At the end, even the sun crust gets burnt out, forms a big hole called a black hole. Krishna Bilam, it forms. Anything falls into that, it disappears. Krishna Bilam. Krishna, you know the Krishna? A person in black color, his name is called a Krishna. Krishna means a black. A Krishna Bilam means a black hole. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma chotirkamaya mrityorma mritangamaya. The journey of impurity to purity, imperfection to perfection. The journey from the dark energy, dark matter, gravity to the journey beyond entropy, asatoma satkamaya. Sat, asat, sat. Mrityorma mritankamaya. From a journey from impermanent world to a permanent world. An electron all the time. There is nothing permanent. Everything, the nature of the entropy itself is ever changing. Ever changing. Entropy means a change it represents. A disorder it represents. Energy means a changing phenomena, a measure of energy. Thermodynamics is all about how energy transforming from one form to the other form. Anything that exists in this universe is a transitory, transformatory. By nature itself, it transitions over a period of time called a lifespan, or transformatory, or you can alter it. You can convert a helium gas into a liquid, you can convert it into a superfluid, you can make it a superfluid. That's called Shastra Jnana, that's called a technology. The purpose of evolution, all these elements, 4.5 billion years ago, this earth formed. After 13.7 billion years, minus 4.5 billion years since earth formed. Earth has undergone many devastations, completely annihilations. Earth got bombarded and separated into moon and earth. There are many evolutions that have completely vanished from this earth. So many evolutionary periods, thinking only dinosaurs exist. When a dinosaur exists, perhaps the size of the human, much bigger than that also would exist. That is a period of a yeti you call. Himalayan yetis you call. Yeti period means where earth is only two hemispheres, north and south. That sea separated the two zones of the earth is called Yeti Sea. These are the fossils called Yeti fossils, saligramas. You know that these are Himalayan fossils. These are sacred Himalayan fossils. You are only a guru, you are only a technologist if you... A guru in India means the one who gives, the one who went there, who lived there, who learned the technologies of union, experienced, and the one who giver of, living in Saligrama, the one who brought Saligrama, the one who converts your home into a temple called Saligrama, converts your home into a Himalayas, he is called a guru. If he doesn't know this, he is not even called a guru. He is not even called a technologist. So, Veda Vyasa, the one who has systematized these Vedas the way the priest chanting today, it goes to Veda Vyasa. The one who has given proper shape, proper form, proper divisions, and divided into 8 angas, or 6 angas, 6 limbs, including the grammar, etc. Vedanta, to end our Vedana, our suffering, the technologies of ending our suffering, technologies of the summarization of all the Vedas, or you call the technologies of wisdom to get over the technologies of ignorance, ignorance or a delusion. Understand? What you see here is a space. Every tower in Himalayas named after by a saint or named after by angels whom you see. Every tower is connected to the Himalayas. The stones are from Himalayas. Why this stone? I told you. How they formed, they represent least entropy. Anything you hold, why you wear a diamond, or why there is so much value to the semi-precious stones? Is it because they are very rarely available? It is because of their less entropy in nature. How much diamonds worshipped today in the world? Why, when you wear a diamond, so what? Is it just an ornament one spends for the time immemorial, like British carried from in India the famous Golconda diamond from our place? It is a blue diamond, it's called of a big size. It is said whoever carried that diamond, blue diamond, it is said that, so it only resulted into their devastation, self-destruction. Because of that diamonds, when British carried, that led to collapse of the British Empire all over the world. A Kohinoor diamond, another diamond, which is of the world famous from India, that brings enormous prosperity. A black diamond of Kashmir, Neelam. This is called smoke quartz, represents entropy. If you know how to handle the entropy, it's okay. Otherwise, entropy envelops. In India, everyone knows. It is not suitable. That stone of the black diamond is not suitable for everyone. Understand? But whereas diamond anyone can wear, a white diamond anyone can wear. Remaining colors, you have to be very selective. Understand? They are also called healing stones. How every tribal, anywhere in the world, you go to Alaska, you go to Native America, or Amazon tribe, or you go to Himalayas, or Africa, or Australia, Aborigines, wherever you go, you will find Andamans. Wherever you will go, you find one thing common. They have the precious stones. They have a legacy of wearing, corals from the time immemorial. The way to stay protected. The technologies of maintaining purity, to keeping away the dirt or entropy, to stay protected from the world of entropy or evil or a Lucifer or the desire, whatever you call, karma, kama. Understand? These are also called healing stones. Naturally, wherever these stones are there, a light is there, darkness doesn't exist, isn't it? A kind of light. A light is nothing but a measure of, a lux is just simply a measure of a darkness, isn't it? When you say, so now that China and all trying to convert solar power in the sky itself so that they want to, so empower entire China with an unending energy source, so not using anymore the resources of this planet, but they want to use the resources beyond our space. So the more we understand, the more we know how to generate the energy, how to sustain the energy. So the technologies all of healing all of us, our evolution, are this course objective of a advanced nutritional therapy, or you call it healing. Healing, the moment I say healing, your mind goes into Himalayan technologies of Reiki or a pranic or understand. Healing by the stones or healing by torches. Healing by the torches. Healing by the torches. So many tools you have, torches, etc. The quartz torches there, or the torch like this, already which have become a part of a church or healing, a thunderbolt technologies. So many tools today are used. Yoga, alaya, temple means where technologies of elements of dissolving exist. Like what the priests have come. They are called born Brahmins. They are born in that. That is their livelihood. Their job is to memorize, to continue the Vedic sound and not to be lost is what they do. They are called theoretical schools or memorizing schools in every way, whether it is Buddhism, Jainism, or church, it exists. Or whether it is a mosque. The sound, preservation of the sound remains. Another tradition is called practicing tradition. Anushtana, Anusandhana. Alayas, two kinds. Alayas where regularly the temples, churches, synagogues, where regularly the chants go on. As per the calendar in a year, they all perform their duties. Other alayas are called monastic discipline, where it is a church, whether it is a Islam, whether it is a Christianity, whether it is a Hindu. It is only a religion which has a practicing monastery. These are called preserving theoretical schools. Understand? A professor educating another one. Another one is called technologies, engineering institutions of technology, institutes of technology, anusthana, anusandhana, vicharana, acharana, practicing schools. You study a science. Science is only science when you practice it. Experienced is only called a truth. So, as you go on experiencing, so you have learned science, you have learned how to use it to heal or how to use it for benefit of a human. Any science, its purpose is to benefit us, to make our life comfortable, to make our life, to give us happiness, Whether the present science that gives us happiness goes on increasing the level of happiness, unending happiness called a desire, or a science which is matured enough, which discovered the cause of happiness, so without any dependency that you can stay happy. Absolute science called a dharma, sanatana dharma, or called Veda, the wisdom. So these are practicing schools of achieving happiness. Like modern scientific institutions. Modern science is all about, today what you see, every device in the studio you see, every gadget you use, is a product of science, product of engineered science, a technology produced a device. That is why you are using that, to make your life comfortable or to keep you happy. So more simple it becomes, more happy you are, isn't it? That's how the evolution of science is all about. Day by day, unlike any other species, they try to adapt to the environment. But unlike any species, we are using our intelligence, we are using our wisdom in order to change the environment around me, taking away my adaptation mechanisms, trying to change environment around me for my comfort, thinking that gives me happy. So traveling in an AC car it can be, traveling in a winter in a warm car in warmthness, or traveling in a hot summer in India or in Africa. So in a cool environment inside the car it can be, or all our tools in the kitchen today. Why all these things required? Unlike all our great ancestors and grandfathers, in search of happiness. All the development, the science is driven by in search of happiness. So more happy, more simpler you call. So what makes your life easier, so that you can earn more, we can earn more. Isn't it? So we go for it. Today without mobile we can't live. Today without our gadgets we can't live. Today without the network we can't live. Science made us so vulnerable, so dependable, without which we can't even live today. Neither our children nor we. Post-COVID, the dependency on the devices has grown or has come down. Okay? Comfort, we want to make our life comfort. Everything will be provided to you at the bed, on the bed itself. So you don't have to work. Why the job? Why the stress? Isn't it? So all, giving you, now I got a Christmas holidays, oh my God, world in ecstasy, oh my God, today holiday, children to adults to, holidays given, oh my God, where do we go, what a joy. A holidays for the children, what a joy. A holidays for, so adults working, taking leave, what a joy. Taking, leave for a Christmas, oh, where are you going? What ecstasy in going to making some trip? It is all for joy. Holidays. So I tell you, permanently I give you a holiday. You sit at home, I will provide you food. Whatever you want, I will provide you at your bed itself. On the bedside itself. You just lie down, even to sit, it is so difficult for you, no? Why to sit? So how long should I sit? How long I should stand? So it's better you lie down. Everything will be poured into your mouth. Everything will be given to you. What entertainment? Everything will be provided to you. You don't have to work for free. Who is provided like that? In the hospital called intensive care unit. So doctors are monitoring his carbon dioxide 25 liters, 25 to 30 liters per minute oxygen consumption. Lungs are full of carbon dioxide, monitoring, alarming, and everything is flowing from the bottles. And so all around so much of care, lying down. I think Guruji, so in our Vedic traditions, we are called, technologists are called. The one who mastered, the one who gives you is called Guruji, the one who connects. Alaya means the one who connects. The one who connects to that dissolved state, dissolving all the technologies of element, dissolving all those elements, all those problems you call. The one who dissolves all your problems. Now you understand what is Alaya, what is the temple? A place where all elements are dissolved. So on the bed, 25 liters of oxygen, a ICU patient consuming. We have forgotten COVID. Now acute respiratory syndromes are coming. What you call HPMV virus, the latest. Many people think it is chicken pox, looking at the skin rash, etc. They are not realizing it is called HPMV, a new virus in India or anywhere now in the world spreading. So people are confused with the chicken pox, etc. High fevers, sudden fevers, cold, and the rashes on the skin. So our conditioning works, so the chicken pox is, chicken pox vaccine is given already for you when you are a child. Still, how come you got a chicken pox? That's when new disease comes called HPMV like that. So acute respiratory syndrome. So all these are the new things now, post-COVID, whether you know it or not. Silently spreading. So which demands more oxygen, which builds carbon dioxide in your system. Understand? Advanced nutrition course. All healing takes place. All your problems get solved. Understand? So, if you lie down on the bed, if I provide you everything, virtual reality, okay, you want to see some place, I will make you disappear here, appear there. So what? So now Elon Musk is going to do the next one. So you will enter into a capsule, and from your bed will be kept in the capsule. You don't even have to lift. Where you want? You want to be in Mars, or you want to be on Saturn, or you want to be in Australia, you want to be in Mauritius, you want to be in a Maldives, or you want to be in Amazon, or you want to be in Arctic, you want to be Antarctic. It is only few seconds now, your capsule. And just capsule, you enter into the capsule, capsule's open, you are there. Yes. So our Donald Trump and Elon Musk, so now the new entertainment will begin. What a fantastic journey it is going to be. I am so thrilled to see. Because it is both are decision makers. So the world run by decision makers, I love the decision making somehow. Because I know, even if it is Hitler also, I know how to work. Because he is the reason for entire scientific revolution, let me tell you. At the gunpoint, this is what we call today science, is at the gunpoint of Hitler developed. All the revelations, all of us, we have to be incredibly grateful to the Germany. That is a brooding center, what you call today a brooding centers or a breeding centers, that is a breeding center of scientists, scientific temperament. All that developed at the gunpoint. Enormous amount of development happens because out of love, out of devotion. If I tell you, so without stress, without any inflammation, if I tell you, why don't you work with the love of the God at the work 24/7 devoted to Google job or Amazon job or what job you are doing? Why you call stress? How the world is going? Will you work? Oh, for working 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, oh Guruji, I am so tired, I am so stressed. All modern diseases are called inflammatory diseases, called diseases originated from the stress. If you don't move, also stress is created. Isn't it? If I keep, so a static stress is created or not. A load applied without moving. So it creates a lot of stress. If you sit, the stress on your body, on every cell is much more than when you are in the movement. People think I am at the rest when sitting. Isn't it? So, stress. So 16 hours out of, I'm trying to tell you, out of fear. Because the stress you are working. Out of love you can work. Actually, if you really love your job, it becomes a timeless. So you call a stress standing with your girlfriend or spending with a girlfriend or sitting with a girlfriend or waiting for a girlfriend. Your first time, you just started your love affair, just started. So any discomfort, any stressful is such a pleasant thing it becomes. So that's why, my dear, stress is nothing but a perceived factor of the mind. Simply you convert. That's what Christianity or devotion you think. They said, learn devotion, surrender, love. First develop the love. That is the driving factor. Success factor for your life. If you want to enjoy the life, learn to love. Love your job, love your boss, love your colleagues, like your lover. Your life changes. Your work changes. The way you will never utter a word called stress. Stress is nothing but you already stopped loving it. It is like our girlfriends when we meet, all love begins. But within no time, as the time passes, then, so then that slowly, so all that looks as an angel in the love. But we slowly, as that love comes down, then the angels start becoming demons and all. That's why our excitement, as the partnership continues, as the relationship continues, with whom we love, where that excitement gone? Where that joy has gone? Why you are not joyful like first time when you saw her? Why it is not like that? Whose mistake it is? It is. Lack of love or not maintaining that love continuously is my problem, not your problem. No? All our unhappiness, all our stress is because our problem. It is not anyone's problem. If you only learn love. Om Mani Padme Hum 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 Om Mani Padme Hum Hum Hum. In the Himalayas, song of love, song of compassion, song of joy, song of gratefulness, song of gratitude, song of enlightened ones, song of yogis, song of saints, only one. Om Mani Padme hum hum hum, Om Mani Padme hum, Om Mani Padme hum, Om Mani Padme hum, Demahe. Another two words. Actually, its complete mantra is Avalokiteshvara mantra, Shiva's mantra, Ishvara mantra. Everywhere. Shiva again and again came in Himalayas. Only whenever that mantra is lost, that mantra is written. So this is the form of the mantra written. This is the way the mantra is here in this. Or you have to write in, when the language came, so the language of the mantra has become, so Om Mani Padme Hum Demahi. So today, all chants of the Gayatri means healing. Gayatri means any inflammation you can cure it, you can heal it, you can remove it by purification. Means what is causing inflammation? If you remove it, that impurity if you remove it, or that bacteria you remove it, so your inflammation is removed. All inflammatory diseases. Today all diseases are called inflammatory diseases. Modern lifestyle disease you call, metabolic disorder you call, inflammatory disease you call. So if you remove the cause, you are healed. So technology is of Gayatri. So today, Dhemahi, 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 Dhemahi. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonah Prachodayat. So in the sun, what is happening? So what we can achieve? Science has no way, it can't make entropy zero. You can make entropy zero. And if you make entropy zero, you experience superfluid state. Amruta, that's called Amruta, immortal state, immortality state, superfluid state, Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. If you convert what is flowing in this body is called a juice. As long as it is a juice means technically, you can go on Wikipedia, what is biological term called a juice. So it will tell you your enzymes, your neurotransmitters, and your enzymes, neurotransmitters, and all your hormones are called, three together called a juice. So if you convert, juice means rasa. Apo jyoti rasomrutam brahma vasuvaram. Rasa. So if you convert this rasa into amruta, the technologies of converting the juice into elixir means a superfluid, means if you can have a control over your chemistry, inner chemistry. By default now the neurotransmitters, other people deciding which neurotransmitters to be produced, other environment is deciding which hormones to be produced, so which enzymes to be produced, all that is decided by outside. You look at someone whom you don't like, different neurotransmitters, different hormones. A cortisol hormone is generated. When you look at your girlfriend, a oxytocin or a prolactin hormone is, a oxytocin hormone is generated, attraction hormone is generated, driven by the smell of androgens and estrogens, and so the attraction between, so once you enter into the teenage and the attraction between androgens and estrogens, the chemical attractions which are very fatal, out of control they go. So all this we know, so how we start behaving differently under the effect of the hormones, change in hormones. So your state of transformation, your mood changing, or your emotion changing, or you're happy or unhappy, simply it is a hormone in you, a particular hormone, a particular neurotransmitter, a particular kind of enzyme profile at that moment is a factor. You label it as emotion. You label it as a mood, you label it as a happiness, you label it as a suffering, you label it as a fear, or you label it as a disease. It is all about a chemistry, juice inside, rasomrutam. If you know this alchemy inside, if you know if these chemicals are driven by you, you want happiness. You just generate only those hormones, only you generate only those neurotransmitters, only that profile of chemistry you generate. You are called a yogi, you are called happy. Nothing required, frankly speaking, nothing required. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to spend money for Starbucks coffee, or you don't have to spend money to go to Mauritius. You don't have to spend money to go to Australia or New Zealand or Swiss Alps or French Alps or Himalayan Alps. You don't have to. You can completely save the money. Even a thought of, so you are, if you are in control of your chemistry, you are the most, even thinking that a desire to go somewhere itself will vanish. You are fully a brim of happiness, like a pot full of water, so can you pour the water? No, anything you flow, it overflows. It can't take anything inside. Only empty water, empty pot looks for a water to fill the water. So once you are full of brim of happiness, so if the chemistry is in your control, it is like when you eat stomach full, so you won't feel like eating anymore. Only as it starts digesting again, a desire to eat again starts. By the weekend it goes to such a level, so all factors accumulate. Which restaurant we should go, which order we should plan, so which food we should order, like that we start planning. Understand? So, what is disease, Dr. Kumar? Spoiled chemistry. Spoiled chemistry inside. In one particular part, or in particular place, or in whole system, or in whole organ, a chemicals which are killing you, a chemistry that is killing you, you are allowing it to run. So, technologies of healing, understand, technologies of, these are the technologies of not just healing the soul, healing communion, dissolving all these elements, go to a state where, what is the purpose of our cell? So, to achieve what as a human we evolved to achieve. A single cell too, we have become a human of a 38 trillion cells to die. A human is a evolutionary, a peak of evolutionary product. A human organism is. What for a single cell has become this human? In search of happiness, in search of comfort, or you call, so in search of that happiness, nothing but a stress, you have to undergo the stress. Stress as a driving factor, so to be happy. So why you are working very hard, why you study very hard? So thinking that you will earn more, you will be more happy, you work hard. If there is no catch, for example, there is no job, you will not get any money, or you will not get any money, you will not get any job. So do you think the world will start studying, reading all these academic courses? If there are no jobs, if it is not for the money, no one will study. So the stress we take is for happiness. The more stress I take, more hard I work, more toughest subject I study like engineering or a computer or a medicine, very difficult to get into that. But if I get into that, I make more money. I make more money. So the world best institutions if I get educated. But how tough to get over that? For what? Single objective is to stay happy. As the desire increases, stress increases. Like your job today, your salary is directly proportional to your stress. Whether it is a business, whether it is your career, anywhere it is, so your happiness is directly proportional to your stress. The more happy you want, so more desirous you become, more stress you have to undergo. So stress or a desire are not different. That's why stress is called Lucifer. Lucifer name is desire, stress. He causes ever increasing desire. I want to be this, 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 I want to be this. So the more you want to be that, the very thought itself a stress mechanism. Huge stress mechanism. So an American president is stress something like 137. So base level above 70, above 80 itself, a stress index above 70, above 80 itself is called a devastating. Means you can think how many pills they must be swallowing. So what an expert doctor always available for them. Whether it is a Biden, whether it is a Trump, whether it is a Obama, bound. Unavoidable. If you are some chief executive, I just have a heart problem. It is just started manifesting. So it is just my blood pressure is high. And it is just because I am not able to sleep, I have this. Every chief executive of every company will say the same. What is the kind of the stress they have? Understand. Why am I telling you? So, what we evolved, what is driven cause of this evolution is in search of happiness. I want to be happy, I want to be. A single cell felt miserable using the same door for taking the food, and it is like living in a single, in like slum areas, in developing countries, in the slum areas, in the cities, in a small room, entire family has to live, like in Mumbai, like in Kolkata, like in Delhi, or like these many places in the world. You say life is miserable. That's how all of us once upon a time, as a single cell organisms we are. But today we have become human. I ask you, has your search for happiness has come to an end? It is ever increased. Every week you are looking for an happiness. Every day you are looking for ordering some food outside. Every week you are thinking of planning some new restaurant. Everything you are planning something new which is expensive, expensive, expensive. What is expensive? What you are aiming at a comfort? Expensive. And expensive means you have to earn money. So that money you have to work hard. Again the stress. All these are interlinked mechanisms. They are not different. So, as a human you evolved to be happy. Are you happy? I am happy, but if Donald Trump only is happy, why he wants to be president? If Elon Musk only happy with what he has, so why all these plans? Search for happiness. As more you think, the more you earn, the more narrow, the more it becomes. It is not that your desire becomes less. The more you add your desire, the level of desire increases, not only stress increases, but never ending the desire is. Either ego, superego. The growth you can see how it grows. Even the entire world you own it. you will not be happy. Will you be happy? So are you free from any disease? Do you have a back problem? Do you have a neck problem? Do you have a cholesterol problem? Do you have a diabetes problem? When you are not even healthy, forget about happiness. What happiness you get? How many of these Fortune 500 company owners are? How many of these veteran Hollywood stars are? How many of them really healthy inside? How much healthy you are? Okay, your money, you are earning so much money. You have a plot, you purchased a big building, you are traveling in cars. Are you healthy? Are you able to sleep very well? Are you happy? Are you healthy? All your parameters in control? Your blood profile, your lipid profile. So your body health parameters like your BMI index, body mass index. Is everything? What you are, in a nutshell, I will tell you, are you healthy? Means what your oxygen consumption. If you are healthy, your oxygen consumption will tell. If you are consuming 6 liters per minute, means once in a while you have to fall sick. Every year you will have a flu period. So there are the few days leave you have to apply to the office on account of your health. If your oxygen consumption is 6 liters per minute, if you are 3 liters per minute, falling flu or falling sick or applying leaves on account of health will vanish. Like in my whole career, I never applied a leave on account of my health issue or anything. In my whole career, even as a student, only when I was a child, I think up to 5 years or 7-year-old, I had a problem. But after that, no. On account of health or a sickness, only when I met with an accident, I have to be admitted in the hospital. What can I do? Don't consider that as, Kumar, you are telling lies. Don't say that. I have to tell, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times I met with an accident. So those 5 times I was admitted in the hospital. Then I have to apply leave. I can't be simultaneously be in the office and in the hospital. No? That is only the reason, let me tell you. Even when COVID came, I told, I am functional, fully functional. I told it will not affect me. Because my chemistry is in my control. My hormones are in my control. My neurotransmitters are in my control. My enzymes are in my control. I understand my chemistry. That's what a Laya yoga, that's called a yoga. That's called a alaya. The temples of healing. When you make your body, convert your body into a church, converting your body into a mosque, converting your body into a temple is called the science of yoga. Understand? So it is not a magic. It is a technology. There is a logic. There is a science. You have to apply it. Anusthana, anusandhana. We have to practice it. So this is called shikshana. This course is called shikshana. Sadha Shiva Samarambham. Sadha Shiva Samarambham. Shankaracharya Madhyamam. Asmadacharya Pariyantam. Vande Guru Paramparam. Sadha Shiva Samarambham. Shankaracharya madhyamam asmadacharya paryantam vande guru paramparam. The school of yoga. Yoga means practicing school. No theoretical school. Yoga means practicing school. A school where a practical lab. Lab is called a yoga, where yoga is taught. Yoga means a practical lab, where science, technology produces the results, or where practiced, engineered products are produced. That's called yoga. It all began. His name is called Avalokiteshvara. His name is called Ishvara. His name is called Ardhanarishvara. His name is called Purusha. When no one knows. Timeless is the journey of yoga, journey of evolution, journey of this planet Earth undergoing so many. When? Timeless. It all began. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam. Anywhere you are hearing the chants, like our priests, the schools of preserving the sound, they were gone totally, other than in Himalayas. In India, everywhere it is gone. The one who restored again, like a Veda Vyasa, again the one who restored the limbs of the Vedas and the chants, his name is called Shankaracharya Madhyamam. Then he is the one who established again lost legacies of Vedas. Subsequently, there are many gurus like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, like this, so many are there. Again, so many sects. He brought all collectiveness, connectedness, and he has restored the science of Himalayas. He restored the culture. He restored the unity in diversity. All faiths, how they are scientifically, they are talking about the same, only different vocabulary, how they are talking the same thing. Whether it is the Holy Spirit, whether it is Allah, whether it is you call Ishvara, whether you call Shiva, or whatever you call. The goal as a purity, the goal as a singularity. So the purpose as to get over duality. So a common, all of us, we are human. Our goal is to remove our stress, heal our souls, and to become healthy, happy. So to achieve that purpose of a human, and as the goal of happiness, achieving happiness without depending on anything is called a singularity, is called enlightenment, is called or conservation of oxygen to the utmost. When stress is zero, there is no oxygen consumption. If the stress is zero, the cell attained immortality. It is because of the stress, our continuum continues, our soul continues. Energy is created, not destroyed. Energy is nothing but a factor of stress in the entropy that changes from one form to the other form. Understand? When the stress, a cell stress is removed, you call it will die? Yes. This body has expiry date. Expedited date, expiry date. After that expiry, so if there is no stress, you are already attained immortality. There is no more birth or a death. You are immortal, you are called. You are a superfluid state you attain. a stress-free or an entropy-free state. Can we achieve? Yes, oxygen consumption is in your hand. That's what, gaining control. Whether your chemistry is in your control or not, in a nutshell, athletic or a sport fitness or any fitness of a human can be told in one word called your oxygen consumption. Simple. A yogi oxygen consumption, like those who enter. So our New Year calendar you should see. On the first page, in the month of January, you will see a human fossil. A human entered into, became a fossil. That's called samadhi. So when we go for our summer retreats in Himalayas, all our students and all of us, whoever reaches first, so we all make it a point, we have to take a diversion. We go to that village called Giyu, we pay respects, because he attained that complete control over his chemistry, made his oxygen consumption zero, entered into that self-sustained state, and he has become a rock. He has become another fossil like that, representing the nature of Himalayas, purpose of Himalayas. You will find like this, those who have become a human fossils or human rocks, a human sitting in the form of meditation have become rocks completely. You can still see the teeth, you can see the hair, you can see the skin. Everything has become rock. It is not mummified. It is not that someone made them, so applied chemicals and so like in Egyptian, pyramids they stood. No. Everything we see naturally we try to create, no. So those created ones are Egyptian ones. Much, instead of learning in Himalayas, they copied. So they evolved an alternate technology how to make it. By making a mummy, will you become a monk? Anyone can be converted into a mummy, isn't it? But everyone can become a rock fossil. Understand? So how fit you are, how healthy you are is conveyed by your oxygen consumption. Simple. Or you want to test your oxygen consumption, go. So every hospital, only good hospitals have sleep clinic, called sleep clinic. So go and, so your sleep clinic it is called because the doctor will tell you to come in the night and happily sleep in the bed. Everything is attached, so your parameters are monitored. So your entire night period, so what is your REM sleep, what is your non-REM sleep, what is your apneas, so how much you are struggling for oxygen in the night, and then your oxygen consumption and your rest heart rate and your oxygen consumption. So when your sympathetic system is, absent, so they will measure your sympathetic activity, your parasympathetic activity. So then they will tell you exactly what is your problem, what is your oxygen consumption. If you ask me, each one of you, really you want to check whether this course will heal you or not, scientifically. Whether your oxygen consumption from the beginning of the course to the end of this course has come down or not, means whether you are healed or not, whether your disease is cured or not, I'm telling you, you can validate, you can check yourself. Satyam vadishyami, rutam vadishyami. It is not the first time we are conducting this course, right? Of course, as a nutrition course, this is a second course. This is an advanced therapeutic nutrition. No one in the world can claim nutrition as a therapeutic. We have finished a 2 months course. Now this is going to be 3 months course, an advanced course in Continuum 2. Means the one who joined here, if you are joined here for the first time, how lucky you are. You already have materials readily accessible to you. In the first 1 week itself, I will cover what we have covered in the previous course about the macronutrition, how to calculate your BMI, what is BMI, what is your respiratory quotient, what is your basal energy expenditure, what is your total daily energy expenditure. So how to calculate and how to set right your metabolic adaptation, your metabolic switch. So how they are related to your gene, how they are related to your microbiome. So the modern therapeutic aspects of peptide for gene therapy and the modern therapy of, so restoring your enzyme balance, so restoring your gut microbiome and thereby addressing your metabolic switch, metabolic adaptations, and then giving you a diet, a detoxifications, achieving the cleansing kriyas of traditional systems with a modern approach, so that for us to cleanse our system, for us to heal, whether it is a diabetes, obesity, any inflammatory disease. So the way to restore our enzyme health, the way to restore our hormonal health, the way to restore our neurotransmitter health. So the cleansing practices too, and the most advanced gene addressing therapies by the peptide mechanisms. Peptides. Today, natural peptides, there are more than 350 or 500 peptides today available. Natural peptides are available, which are capable, which are proven. For example, so one of our students called Steve Broad in UK, he got a prostate cancer. His age is about, so beyond 60. So he got the prostate cancer. He is undergoing a treatment. But after he started using, for example, a soy peptide of 500 Daltons, molecular weight is 500 Daltons. That is the most purified, that is the smallest molecule size that today technology can give, natural product it is. And since he started using, I can tell you, previous course, 1 year back when he came to our Tabo retreat, not even 1 year, that is in the June when he came to Tabo retreat, he was so fragile, so weak. You can see the effects of chemo, etc. on him. But now he is back in our winter retreat in Shimoga. In a gap of 7 months, only difference we introduced the peptides. He started using regularly the soy tripeptide. No one in the world will give you soy tripeptide, they will give you collagen tripeptide. So even soy dipeptide also we can give. Soy tripeptide we can give. So soy tripeptide he used. Since he used, now he looked like very healthy and majestic, like a hero he is looking. No one will believe that he was the same Steve 7 months before. He followed whatever is given. He simply blindly followed, let me tell you. All his parameters, every month he undergoes his checkups, everything. Everything is in absolute control. The energy difference he himself can feel. Understand. So the peptides, the kinds of the peptides, we went into the logic, explained how they are produced, what are technologically advanced molecules to address, to change your gene expression, to address your genetic disorders, to address the most modern complicated diseases like AIDS and so hormonal disorders, and to respiratory disorders, to immunity disorders, to autoimmune disorders, to that they are non-mitogenic, non-immunogenic they are called. How much you heard about the peptide, the entire last course. About 1 week or 10 days I exclusively explained about only the peptides. Understand? With research-based, evidence-based presentations I have shown. Not shown, but practically no one will give. We have given them. We made them available in last 1 month now. All our nutrition is now to address, at what level you want to address your problems is at the peptide level. Understand? These are the practical results I am showing. Whoever started using it, there are many cancer people, but whoever started using it regularly, now more than 4 months or so, you can see the drastic change in their parameters. You can clearly see non-mutagenic and non-immunogenic properties. Autoimmune disorders, anything you give, it has to be non-immunogenic, it is called. It doesn't mean it takes away your immunity. Understand? It should not trigger something that works against a steroid. Understand? But simultaneously it should be able to heal. Today arthritis to autoimmune disorders, so many kinds of the problems are there. To address all these autoimmune disorders, the promising are. So and microbiome, gene addressing, most advanced gene addressing therapies too. So and then at a nutrition level, it is still affordable. It is not a stem cell research I am talking about, or I am not talking about manipulating your gene. In that way you can't. It's called holistic approach, very safe approach. You should know peptides are the most safest, totally zero side effects. Understand? So if you do not know, because it's advanced nutrition course, what will be taught here or how your problems will be addressed, you may be interested. Your body healing to soul healing, everything. Then microbiome, the world's largest project next to the genome project is a microbiome project. How to address that? Unless we eschew these two, because that is your biotechnology factory. Your intestine, your gut is a biotechnology factory. That's where all your nutrients are processed. Ultimately, your peptides are produced, your fatty acids, anti-inflammatory fatty acids are produced, inflammatory fatty acids produced is decided in your gut. Your gut health is everything. Now, gut brain or gut cell mechanisms very well known. Every problem you can root into the gut. A 3,000 trillion bacteria living there. More than 38 trillion cells you have. So thousands of times more than your number of cells. And the gene diversity of your microbiome is much more than the gene diversity as a human we have. Our microbiome gene diversity is 500 times more than the gene diversity we have. That is nurturing we are thinking we are not now. Our microbiome is evolved to nurture this life, to lead this life healthy. Today, all our lifestyle, all our stress factors, whatever the disease you call, you can straight away root it to the disturbed gut microbiome. Simple. Whatever health issue, unless you address this, that's how ancient methodologies, cleansing, kriyas, etc., well understood, holistic approach. Absolutely incredible, the way the Vedas, the way the yogis, the way the Shiva, etc. have given. So he is also called Baidyanath, Beshaja, Sutra, so the medicine Buddha. He is also called a medicine Buddha. He is called Baidyanath. He is called Vaidyanath. There is a temple in Himachal Pradesh, Baidyanath temple. Who restored from time to time the legacy of yoga, Nath Gurus, a powerful healer. So the alchemy, the Himalayan holistic systems, Siddha systems, so many incredible systems, starting from Agnivesha, Haritaki, etc. So with most modern approach, the approach will be Vedic, but the tools, our suffering today is different. The reasons, the causes of our disease are different. So in order to address, we have to use the present science. Always every yogi uses the contemporary science. That's why they come back. Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. As the time change based on that, understanding the present science, they give us the remedy using the present science with the basis of absolute science. The same approach always. So Krishna to Rama, Rama to Krishna, so from the time immemorial, that's how the time, from Krishna time to Jesus time or Jesus time to a prophet time, the time periods are changing, problems are changing, the way the teachings also change automatically. So to solve our problems, so the remedies they suggest will automatically have to include the scientific protocols, the latest scientific aspects, understanding much more deeper than what an ordinary scientist understands. Paramartha dharma, absolute science behind them, behind molecules or anything. Understand? So, every problem, for every problem, Buddha said, Dukkha Satya Dukkha Samudaya Satya Dukkha Nirodhagami Patipada Magha Satya Dukkha Nirodha Satya. Four noble truths he spoke. There is a suffering you call unhappiness, there is a consumption or you call stress. Whatever you want to label that particular terminology, or your health issue, or your mental issue, whatever issue is there, that is consuming our oxygen, or that is consuming our mind and our body. Okay? That is not allowing us to stay absolutely happy and healthy. What is not allowing us? That's called a suffering. That's called unhappiness. What is causing unhappiness? Dukkha Satya. First we have to accept. We should not learn to live with the problem. Oh, I have a diabetes. Okay, now I am swallowing the pill. So I am maintaining my sugar level. But slowly you should understand that leads to another, that leads to another disease, that leads to another disease, that leads to another disease. So living with the pills is not a solution. Living with the pills is not a solution. Removing the cause of the problem and removing the pill is a solution. Understand? Not living with the pills is a solution. As day by day, as you are aging, the number of pills going on added. They are not really addressing the problem. They are only maintaining the problem. A quality of life is affected. Your oxygen consumption shows how much you are suffering. So pills is not a solution. Pills are not reducing your oxygen consumption. They are maintaining your life to sustain. It is like a living dead. Today, now I have to take the tablet, otherwise sugar will go up. Oh, every time, you know how much that pinches your mind, whether you have back problem, shoulder problem, neck problem, any problem you have in your hardware, software. Do you know that? How much it consumes your time? You do not even know. Let it consume. Okay, you learn to live with that problem. That's called ignorance. Learn to living with the problem. Adapt it to the problem. Not finding a solution is called avidya, is called ignorance. Wisdom is how quickly, how sensitive you are to your health, how quickly you address that problem. So every problem has a cause. Without cause, there is no problem. Every consumption means there is something consuming it. What is it causing? That's called dukkha samudaya satya. What is the cause? What is the cause? What is the problem? There is no problem without the cause. What is the cause? Fishbone diagram, we go for Japanese quality approach of, after solving a problem. PDCA cycle, you call. So these are all spiritually evolved methods we converted into modern problem solving methods, modern management tools. Let me tell you honestly. The fishbone diagram, so to find what are all the possible causes for the problem, fishbone diagram you call, isn't it? So what is exactly the cause? Buddha said, there is a problem, there is oxygen consumption, okay, there is a health problem, whatever it is, without cause there is no problem. So first find the cause. You go to a doctor with a problem. So what doctor will do? He will write first your blood profile. So he will write diagnostics to find the cause. To find what is the cause of your infection, which bacteria it is, or is it your cholesterol is high. So he will send you a blood, or he will send you a lab. He will get scanned, your MRI scan, CT scan, or X-ray scan. If it is any organ related problem, physical related problem, or so ultrasonics, or he will check your blood profile pathology, so your blood profile, urine profile, or hair metabolic test to test anything related to the gene, etc., your excreta test, your blood test, all the tests are conducted. For what? For diagnosing the problem, to find the cause. Once you find the cause, oh, so and so bacteria is causing. Okay, your LDL cholesterol is very high. LDL cholesterol, why it is high? Why it is high? Oh, your VLDL, so your very low density lipoprotein 1, very low density lipoprotein 2 are an indicator, they are also very high, indicating you have a homocysteine problem. So your cholesterol will not come down. So your homocysteine is very, very high. Your homocysteine means that is inflammatory protein. So that is means your endothelial inflammation is very, very high. So how to address the homocysteine? Homocysteine can be addressed by, so shall we go for tetrahydromethylfolate? So that is found to be very useful in healing. With vitamin B12, which kind of vitamin? So methylcobalamin and cyanocobalamin combination, shall we go for it? So that kind of addressing, so thereby addressing your homocysteine, thereby addressing your LDL cholesterol, and then simultaneously, so bringing the dietary modification, adding anti-inflammatory oils. So removing inflammatory oils that are constantly increasing your LDL cholesterol will address the problem. So if your diagnostics show which parameter, is it VLDL, is it LDL, then the next text is homocysteine. Okay, I check your homocysteine. Yes, your homocysteine is very high. So then how to address that homocysteine? Understand? So a problem, and then a cause, and the next level is, okay, cause is found, the methodology. As I told, tetrahydromethylfolate. So how I can address the homocysteine issue? So how I can address the endothelial inflammation? So your blood arteries have become completely rough. How can I address? Then addressing them, problem is solved. Your LDL cholesterol is no more. There is no burden. So your all lipid profile has become healthy. So you are no more prone for any cardiovascular disease. But you are obese, so means there is a lot of fat inside. So all these have to be taken care. It is not simply addressing the problem, but also not to. So what are the things increasing these created problems? Also you have to address them holistically. So whether it is a diabetes or whether it is obesity. So I can show you a few pictures of obesity here. So in the last course, obesity is there. You will see the pictures like this, but here it is different. Unless you understand metabolism, metabolic adaptations, metabolic switch, you cannot address. To understand inflammation at the deeper level, all our health issues at a deeper level, a temporarily easy, use so many kinds of the diet protocols, so many kinds of the nutrition protocols in the market exist. But have you examined, have you gone to the root cause level? Is your solution is a permanent, or is your solution is a temporary? So the Vedic approach is always a solution as a permanent. Solution is never a temporary basis. Understand? A permanent solution for any problem is a Vedic approach. A temporary A alternate solution is a modern scientific approach or a modern Ford diet programs that will play. The problem is any weight loss program you follow or any, in the name of curing your disease, any alternate system you follow, you are playing with your metabolism. And that playing with the metabolism, when you do that you are fine, but after that protocol you followed, that particular program you followed, then later on how quickly you gain back your weight or how quickly you gain back your problems, that shows you have not addressed the root cause of your problem. You have no understanding at all. So this course is unlike any academics. With all that, what is a yogi? Experienced. One is yoga schools, another one is scientific schools. You ask me, so more than 45 years of experience with molecules. Way back in 1985, I was selected for the Merck. Merck offered me a job. It is not that I applied for the Merck. I was under a pharmaceutical company training, for example. So for that, so Merck experts the chemists have come to train us. Understand? So in that training program, they saw me. So at that time, antibiotic, drug synthesis, etc. were just, and peptide, all this is a new things happening in the world in 1985. So I have shown them at graduation level itself, all the synthesis I have shown them different ways. So Merck chemists are surprised. I got a gold medal in the training program, and the Merck offered a job in America, $30,000 in 1985. But I was under the training for one pharma company in India. How do I betray them and go? That's not in our blood, isn't it? Betraying a mother is the worst sin. Betraying a guru is the worst sin. Betraying the company which you work for is a worst sin, a worst karma. You should know that. I would never do, I told, I would never do as long as I have my life in my navel, Understand? So, I show you one or two pictures, of the practical students' pictures. Just two pictures I want to show you. This is how the people use it. You see, this boy is in Hyderabad. This girl is in, she is Serena from Pakistan, our neighborhood. People call, we all like fighting all the time. But so the technologies of yoga are universal. So there is a girl, so has been continuing. You can see the difference. So from 120 kgs to now she is. So simply looking at this, don't think that, yes, again she can get back to that. No, she will not get back. Her progressively reduced, and we address the problem permanently. This is a Vedic approach. But you see, whatever is told, whatever is given, you go to a doctor gives a prescription. Will you ask the doctor to change the prescription? Or you carry that prescription to a pharmacist. Will you ask the pharmacist to change the medicine what doctor recommended? You will not. You will not. You insist on the chemist that I want only this medicine which doctor has prescribed. Isn't it? The same way, that's whatever Guru suggests, have a faith, like you have a faith in the doctor, like you have a faith in the medical profession, you have faith in the Guru, trust in the Guru, devotion to the Guru, surrender to the Guru. That's how the systems, Vedic systems will work. Whatever he said, just do it. Just do it. Your problems will be solved. If you start questioning, then you should know that, Vaidyo Narayana, doctor is a god, guest is a god, Guru is a god. Parents are gods in India. So when you don't question the doctor, here also you should not question the Guru. For your own goodness. Like a child questions mother because child doesn't understand. So because child questions, mother stops giving a pill or mother starts taking care of him. So by force, the mother gives the medicine to the child to see that his problem is solved. Or whatever the child asking when he has a problem, mother will never give because mother cares the child. Similarly, a doctor patient, mother child is called Shishu. So in the Vedic world, in yoga world, a student is called Shishu, Shishya. So like a guru is the one who takes care of the child like that. Similarly, guru-student relationship, always remember, if you find a wrong guru, I can't tell. If you go to a wrong doctor, I can't tell. If you go to a wrong alchemist, I do not know. But you verify the credentials. And Vedic systems are, authentic Vedic systems are different. Because since we are giving it as an online, it is for free. If you undergrade it, or if you don't value it, you please tell us. So it is better you don't continue. If you really want to address your problems, whatever the problem, I am telling you, cancer, AIDS, even HPV virus, I am telling you. So a lady with a HPV virus in her uterus, no doctor will tell you HPV virus can be addressed. Though it may be a silent, it may be a dormant, but it won't harm you. Don't worry, doctors will tell. But HPV virus has become negative. Completely. First time in her life reports. She may be about only one course or two courses. She has been implementing what is suggested. Forget about UTI, urinary tract infection. It is HPV virus, my dear. Is there anyone can guarantee you? Or is there anyone can address you? That is the level of wisdom, that is the level of science, technology here used. Why am I telling you? Like you don't, the problem is you don't question your doctor about his prescription. Similarly, here also you should not question my 45 years of experience or a sincerity or a honesty of what is not available outside. If at all, if I recommend you to use it here, should not doubt. Understand that integrity, that faith, that trust, very important between patient and the doctor, between a child and the mother. Understand. With that faith you come, open arms we welcome you. If that faith you can't have, and you come here judgmental, going to the doctor if you doubt, if you go on asking in the Google it is written like this, in the Google it is written like this, how the doctor will feel? If the child go on arguing with the mother, how the mother feels? Understand. We all created this system. It is run by the students, for the students, of the students. All of us, we are full-timers. We are all accomplished in our lives. I am telling you very honestly, we are all accomplished. I am accomplished as a scientist. So don't look for a citation. I am least bothered about my patent and citation. Never. It is all about how beneficial. You take every drug you take in India. India is a revolutionary in the drug industry, bulk drug industry, especially this city, Hyderabad. Understand, bulk drug industry. You ask any drug synthesis, I will tell you. No one can tell you like this. No pharmacist can tell you like this. You ask any peptide synthesis, I will give you. You ask a BPC 157, a peptide synthesis, I will give you 26 pages, I will write without even looking into anything and give you. It's not only synthesis, purification and validation also I give you the protocols. They are all entirely different streams. Purification is a different stream, validation is a different stream, synthesis is a different stream. I can do all these three. Understand? So because something valuable comes, so we should not undervalue it or we should not doubt it. So these are only typical cases I have shown. These only 2 months, only one course this boy is. You see, like this, how he is going to be in the future boy? If your child, underweight is much more dangerous than overweight, let me tell you. Underweight is much more dangerous than, so your BMI, you have to be plus BMI 1 or 2, 22, 23. Let me tell you honestly. Anything above 23, anything less than 18, I am telling you, you are weak. You are struggling, you are not realizing. Your mind is narrow, your body is suffering, and so you blame everyone for your unhappiness. You are not healthy at all. Your BMI is very, very important. Less than 18 is a dangerous concern, and more than 23. Understand? So BMI is an index. So that tells how healthy you are. Not necessary you are having 20, you are free from all the problems. But that is one of the factors of the hardware measurements. So, and the oxygen consumption, as I already told, you can check. Your rest heart rate will tell you. Your mean rest heart rate will tell you, everything will tell you. So today, just want to tell you, assuring you, welcoming you, assuring you, but cautioning you, for whom it is meant. The traditions are, we are here to serve you. It is a system run by 1,000 students, a devoted students. These 1,000 students directly, indirectly contribute. All of us, we are full-timers. All the infrastructure we created, unlike any other system, it is for ourselves. It is to help ourselves. So we offer these courses for free. If you implement, you will. We created entirely sustainable, self-sustainable, non-dependable system, so that we don't have to go out for anything in search which is not available, what is advised. Created. We all are healthy, whoever following, all we 1,000 are very healthy, happy people. If at all you are served by a mentor, a chief mentor, they are one among them, they are also full-time working or full-time studying. Understand? So, acknowledge that service what we are giving you. Don't take it granted, please. Number one. If you are sincere, if you are really sincere in the day one, whatever you hear, you are ready to implement, you will come out of every problem you have. But simply you want to judge yourself, intellectualize yourself, it is a waste of our time, it is a waste of your time, waste of our resources. Our resources are expensive. Understand? Our waste of our resources. So value our time, value our contribution. If you want to sincerely stay and continue, 100% I can guarantee every problem you will be, but 100% you have to guarantee me that you will follow whatever is suggested. Understand? Much more than no academic school can educate you about this. You ask those students who have finished 2 months course. They are going to implement now. They have already started implementing. And now they are going to full-fledged way, because one of the suggested things were not there, so they are not available now. They are going to start. Whoever started, whoever implemented, results are, because it is a scientific based, pure truth based. Vedic realizations are truth based. We have added yoga also into it. Basically, it is a yoga tradition. Ahara, vihara, small part of it. But Krishna himself tells, hey Arjuna, you will not become a yogi until unless your food is moderate, until unless your sleep is moderate. Excess or low, no sleep or excess sleep, or no food or excess food is a problem. Or a wrong food is a problem. Even excellent food in a moderation only shows that you are healthy. Understand? Poshakahara, yuktahara viharasya means a food that will meet your requirements As an athlete, your requirements are different. As a software engineer working in front of a computer is different. Your cell is sensing, never a human being ever sat like that. Your cell is sensing you are undergoing a hibernation. Any species under hibernation, a cell not moving, a body not moving, thinks you are not going to dump. So it reduces its metabolism, completely slows down its metabolism. Now suddenly after 8 hours or in between, you suddenly get up and dump. Your cell is totally confused. He is not hibernating. He is not supposed to eat anything. So I lower the metabolism, then you dump. Will it accelerate the metabolism? No. Understand your cell adaptations, metabolic adaptations, basic things. For example, you attend one diet protocol. By your cell metabolism reduced. It will think that you will never again eat. Again after that 1 week of your detoxification or fasting methods you followed, then you start eating. Now you put on the weight much more fast. Because you never understood metabolism is, you think that you will never, again you are going to starve, so it will immediately lower the, it can't increase the metabolism the way it has lowered the metabolism. So then you will put on the weight. So there is called your body metabolism adaptation maintain, mean blood glucose balance. Suppose you are a diabetes for a long time, you are maintaining an average about 120 or an average about 6.57, your HbA1c, your hemoglobin. So and the mean average of the glucose is, so about 7.5 you are maintaining. You do anything, your body has a trillion ways of maintaining the same blood level. So whatever you follow, it will not reflect in your mean blood sugar, because body tries to generate that sugar to maintain that. It thinks for your requirement that 7.5 is must. For your requirement 7.5 is a must. For your requirement, your weight of 120 kg is a must. Your body thinks you are doing something. It doesn't understand what you are doing, but it thinks that is your requirement 120 kgs. That's why whatever you follow, within no time it tries to restore 120 kgs. This is the science of metabolic. The research done on a metabolic adaptation research, you study, your mind blows away. How far the existing diet protocols are the solutions for your problems, why they don't work, you will soon realize. Absolutely unscientific. Let me tell you, if you really understand the principle, the way the body is so sophisticated, if you understand the metabolic adaptation, your problem is solved. One is the metabolic switch, another one is metabolic adaptations. Understand? That's why it doesn't work. You are far, I went for this naturopathy, I went for this Ayurveda, I went for this detox protocol. Within no time, you have to go to the doctor again. Many cancer patients are these who have starved their body completely in the name of drinking juices, etc. One extreme to another extreme we go, not understanding the depth of the science at DNA, RNA, your metabolic pathways. Your body produces more than 7,000 peptides, means 7,000 metabolic pathways. Have you understood your 7,000 metabolic pathways, how they function? What are the things required? Macronutrition is all about addressing only macronutrients. Now the advanced therapy is all about understanding the 7,000 metabolic pathways and the required intervention required. At much more sophisticated, much more deeper level. For example, what is the difference between an ordinary cyanocobalamin, hydroxycobalamin, or a methylcobalamin, or another cobalamin? What is the difference? For which purpose, which cobalamin you will use? Where you will use, say for example, calcium or iron succinate where you use, or iron, bisglycinate where you will use, or iron gluconate where you will use, iron sulfate where you will use, or or iron citrate where you will use? Where you will use? What is the different purpose? Similarly, calcium, for example, you take vitamin C. Which vitamin C you are using? Do you have access to a liposomal vitamin C? Then if you have a liposomal vitamin C, what is the problem with the liposomal vitamin C? Will you be able to address that problem? Or is it anhydrous vitamin C? Or is it vitamin C monohydrate? Or is it hydrous vitamin C? Which vitamin C? Is it a vitamin C that irritates your brain? Is it a vitamin C that irritates your gut? Which calcium you are having? Which purpose? Which calcium? Which purpose you have to use? Magnesium, for example, for brain or for testosterone, you have to use for maintaining your HGH hormone. So the magnesium aspartate is used. Why you can't use magnesium chloride or magnesium succinate or magnesium gluconate? Where magnesium tartrate is used. Where tartrate is used. For example, carnitine tartrate is available. Where carnitine tartrate is used. Where a non-form of the tartrate you have to use. Understand? Not only that, like drug-drug interaction, you have to study macronutrient interactions. You are taking iron, for example. Your calcium is competing, your magnesium is competing. Then in which form? When you are giving iron supplement, which form the iron should be? Not to compete, which form the calcium should be? In which form magnesium should be? Do you know these three are highly competing elements? If you use one, another one will automatically comes down. They are not synergy elements. Understand? So the science at the deeper level. Why things don't work? Because they have not, those formulations don't have wisdom. They won't solve your problem. Why there is a problem? Simply you give what cell needs to run its metabolic pathway, your problem is addressed. No pill is required. Whatever the problem it is. What cell needs you give, like Buddha said, you give. To run that metabolic, you understand that metabolic pathway, you give what that metabolic pathway requires. The required macronutrients you give, the required enzymes you supply. If that problem is not solved, you ask me. Understand? It is as simple as that, but as deeper as that. Even you have to buy one metabolic pathway chart. You know what is the cost? You have to buy it. It is not available for free. Suppose 7,000 peptides, metabolic pathways, your body that produces 24/7. All the 7,000 peptide metabolic pathways, each metabolic pathway chart if you have to buy. Each metabolic pathway costs maybe 5 lakhs, maybe 5,000 pounds, 6,000 pounds. So what will be the cost of understanding your 7,000 peptide pathway, metabolic pathway? Even you want to study, you want to readily know, you want to address your problem, what will be the cost? Understand. Today, I have taken a little bit of extra time of you. Understand. Mostly, I might end before 8 o'clock or 7:30 itself. Because even I have to catch up, isn't it? Giving you hope, welcoming you for the tradition. The requirement of the tradition, our mentors will tell you. You read Code of Discipline again and again. It is one of the most strict, honest tradition, where the ancient Gurukula system, we Shikshana, Shiksha, Kaksha, Kukshi. Kukshi means the one which is living just for a taste of the food is called a Kukshi. Kaksha means a rebellion. A mother should grow the child like treating him as an enemy, treating him as rebellion, treating him as a terrorist. Kaksha means the inflammation, the child is growing mentally, physically, the child has to grow only programmed inflammation. Mother has to be very firm, very strict. Then only the child will grow healthy, mentally, physically. But mother has to keep that love inside and has to be so strict outside, inflammation. That's called kaksha. Kaksha, that's called kaksha. Kaksha means classroom. This alaya is called kaksha. Every ashram in Himalayas, what is taught in one classroom, no one knows what is being taught in the next classroom. Kaksha. Where a guru, the way he is programming his student is called kaksha. Like a mother should treat the child for the child's sake, because child is so stubborn, child is so adamant, child is so naughty. Mother has to be very firm, very tactful. So also the guru to the student, because student is having so much of intellect, so much of ignorance, shades of delusions. He comes with all the studied everywhere. So he is kept in a classroom. Classroom is like called a prison cell. It is called like this. So where a guru all the time giving him inflammation, programmed inflammation, like a mother is giving programmed inflammation. That's called kaksha. So where this kaksha is given, it is called shiksha. Inflammation is called shiksha. So the entire Vedic methodology of training is called shikshana. Shiksha, shikshana. Disciplining. It is not discipline, is a wrong word to use. Shikshana. Here what you learn, shikshana. What is this course? What is traditional yoga offering you online? If someone asks you, what course you are doing? No, I am doing shikshana. I am undergoing a shiksha under a guru. My guru treats me like with a mother treats the child with a kaksha. Kaksha, shikshana, shiksha as a methodology, and gene change in the gene expression is called shikshana. If I have to transform your gene expression to be a healthy gene expression for your health and happiness, the only Vedic legacy is, whether you believe it or not, it is not pampering, not pleasing you. Please understand. It is called shiksha, shikshana. Where you undergo, shiksha is called a shikshana. If you are a school which is not very loose to your child, that school obviously, the teacher obviously damaging your student, your child. Like Queen Elizabeth went, her mother sent and she sent, so she undergone or she sent, she went only the Jew school in UK, where shiksha, so strict the principle is, so strict the discipline is. Doesn't matter whether you are a prince or a billionaire or whoever pauper you are, it doesn't matter in that Jew school, where Queen Elizabeth has undergone a training as a child where she studied in her school. Understand? I hope you understand. With these few words, thanking you all, welcoming you all. See you again day after tomorrow. Today's session I kept it open so that people understand. Even those students who left we have a big group on YouTube. Sometimes opening sessions, sometimes the sessions are open, we keep. Because it's the inaugural session, so let people be benefited with what is required. So today, out of concern all the disciplines are evolved. Understand? It is not my discipline. If you look at the disciplines of those, you should listen to our library, our wisdom library on our website. The story of Naropa in the previous course given. You must listen to that Naropa story. People thought Milarepa itself. But more than a Milarepa, the Naropa story is mind-blowing. If you want to understand how the guru should be, how the student should be, you should read or you should listen to the discourse where I explain the story of Naropa. This summer retreat we are planning to go to the place where Naropa footprint is there, where Naropa trained Marpa, the teacher of Milarepa. This time we are planning to go Janskar Valley before we even reach Tabo, straight away getting down in Leh. That's much more older terrain of thousands of years of legacy of Himalayas. It is the purest tradition of Himalayas. Stay tuned. Uncompromised. The teachings are uncompromised is the discipline place. If you want to be healthy, happy, join us. Join us. From the day one till the last, these famous disciples, every day their faith, their surrender, the more difficult the path came, the more difficult the tests of the gurus came, their faith only increased. They are the stories of Naropa and Milarepa of Himalayas. You walk into any monastery, ask any Lama the story of the Marpa or a Milarepa, or a story of a Naropa or a Tilopa. Then come as think how they conduct, how they are looking for a guru, and how their gurus were, how these students conducted themselves. After reading their biographies, come here. You will appreciate it. Understand. You want to be really benefited in this life, you are here. This is your destiny. Ultimate destiny, let me tell you honestly. Thank you so much. Some karma, some quantum entanglement, positive entanglement, you joined. If it continues, if you continue, called a positive. Otherwise, in any life, you joined for this entanglement, but a negative entanglement, you join and go in between. Anything can happen. So for me, you are welcome as in a positive entanglement always. Understand? So I value your relationship. I value your joining here. I can't take it granted. Like your own mother, much more than representing a Vedic legacy. Love you all. Welcome you all. Namaste.